spend some time with the dead.
On demand almost. We'd be like, hey, can you like touch the duck or make it go off? And it would just start lighting up and going crazy.
Why should we be afraid of you?
We were muted there for a second, but hello and welcome to What Goes Bump the Night. I'm your host, Riley Clark, and alongside me, as always, is
Trevor Jensen.
And our special guest, Brandon from Exploring Revenants Paranormal.
Ow! I don't know what that was all about, but super excited to have you here.
Thanks, man. I'm glad to be here.
Of course, of course. So let's just start off. Tell the listeners and the guests where you're from. You know what really got you into this. You know, let's start from the beginnings.
Well, from the beginning, it was 1996. My parents. No, I'm just kidding. But no, on a serious note, I'm from Illinois, not Chicago. I'm from a little further south where all you smell is cow droppings and mushrooms everywhere.
So Coopersville for us.
We would call that Coopersville or Poopersville.
Yeah, exactly. But pretty much what got me into the whole paranormal stuff is like pretty much anybody else that does this stuff, you know, grew up in haunted houses, seen a lot of weird stuff. I feel like it's always cliche, you know, I always get asked, you know, how you got into this stuff. I feel like everybody already knows the answer because it's like everything else, you know, just you experienced it and you want to know more about it. And some of us go further with that while others of us just let it go and just know it's there. People like us,
Right.
We just go in and like, hey, give me some answers. I don't know exactly what you are, but I'm wanting to find out.
Heck yeah. So would you say before all of that you were skeptical of paranormal stuff, or did you always like think that ghosts might be real?
I can say that I have had my skeptic moments, even while growing up, because in my teenage years, I always thought, you know, it seems like every kid has seen a ghost or this or that. Maybe it is an active imagination. You know, we really don't know. But I started experiencing more stuff on my own, you know, being the teenager, you know, going into cemeteries and stuff like that.
Yeah, living
Looking
it up.
around. Yeah, exactly. And
That's the root of it for all of us.
yeah, exactly. And pretty much experienced a lot of stuff that I really could not explain. Some of it being absolutely terrifying, and some of it being like Casper type hauntings. Like it's just, you know, cool that something happens, you can't explain it. So now I'm basically a full-fledged believer, honestly. But I will say, though, I do go into these investigations as a skeptic, if that makes sense. Like,
yeah, as do we. We're 100% the same exact way. We're like, if I can disprove this logically and rationally right away, I'm going to. I'm not going to start
like an idiot. Yeah,
exactly.
I don't look like an idiot if someone, you know, that doesn't actually do this stuff, you know, professionally is going to be able to debunk me that easily, you know. So I want to dig into it before they get the chance to.
Right. Do you find yourself, so one thing for us is we always I like to have things happen in like multiples. So if like we capture a voice on like the spirit box, like did the EMF detector go off? Did something else, like our millimeter, did it spike at all? Did the temperature change at the same time? Like,
right.
We need multiple things to like line up. Like when this picture was taken, do we have video to back up what was happening at the same time?
Pictures taken.
Yeah, we're multiple pictures. Like, do you find yourself looking at evidence of that way?
Yeah. Honestly, yes, I do. I'm editing Edinburgh Manor now, and I don't know exactly when it to come out, but we really paid attention to that in this one because it seemed like every time something would happen, like a noise or something like that, one of the devices would go off, like whether it be one of the flashlights or whatever. It seemed like every time something happened, something would go off. And when that doesn't happen, Because I never actually looked at it how you just said.
Yeah.
So I can't really say like I do that because I didn't realize that I actually did that before you mentioned that.
Until it presents itself.
Yeah. So now it makes sense though. And I'll definitely pay more attention to that. I do know that when stuff happens like on spirit boxes or anything like that or REM pods, I'll ask it to do it again just for double verification. Like, the REM pod goes off, hey, if that was really you, double verification, can you do it again?
Yep.
And if it doesn't, I'll straight up say in the videos, like, that could have been paranormal. It could have just been a malfunction. I don't know. If it was paranormal, it wasn't intelligent because it didn't do it again.
Right.
I
always leave it up to people's interpretation at that point.
Yeah,
At
exactly.
that point, it's like it's just gonna get chalked up as a weird event that happened.
Yeah, exactly.
It's an anomaly. Like
Yeah,
exactly what it
anomaly.
is. It's an anomaly.
And you have. I feel like you, as a paranormal investigator, you have to look at it that way because you don't know exactly what you're capturing, right? Like
Yeah,
it could
you can't
just
see
be something
Right.
weird going on with the device itself, or it could be something paranormal. And that leads me to, what do you think like an apparition or a spirit is? Because
I was literally gonna say the
we've
same
kind of
exact question.
been asking this to everyone because everyone seems to have a little bit different kind of like opinion on what a spirit could be. Like Blood Moon, like he thinks everything is like more of like a wavelength type energy that we measure in different ways, which he's not wrong. There's definitely possibility that it's just energy wavelengths. Do you think it's actually like a spiritual being or an energy, or how you feel? Not feel, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely know what you mean. That is honestly a difficult question for me personally.
That's the secret question to everything.
Yeah, exactly. As someone with like ADHD and stuff like that, my mind's always racing. So I'm constantly thinking of, what if it's this? What if it's this? What if it's this? Oh wait, it could be this. But I agree with what Blood Moon said to an extent. I believe that spirits, whatever, are like, I believe it's conscious energy, if that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
It could be someone's soul or whatever trapped here. But at the same time, I believe that how do I want to go with this? Like going back to the whole wavelength thing, I believe that how they would happen to communicate with us has something to do with frequencies, like sound frequencies, which is why maybe some recorders, like voice recorders, are better than other ones. I believe that, the higher or lower, whatever the frequency reaches is what all the difference is. You know what I'm saying? Which is why I feel like Spirit Box is so popular, because there's a whole bunch of different frequencies like sweeping. And once spirits can find that one frequency that they can actually communicate through, that's what's going to happen. And the same thing goes with like voice recorders and stuff like that, which is why, like, my phone, I can sit here and try to record with my phone and have my voice recorder at the same hand and sit there and try to record EVPs. And oftentimes my voice recorder is going to pick up more than my phone because it's designed for the frequency we talk through. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying you can't use your phone to.
Yeah, because it definitely does work sometimes.
Yeah, I've had it work, which is why I say, I can't say that I can't, but I've had more luck with my actual voice recorder.
Yeah, like I know exactly what you're saying. Like the threshold for taking in the sound is a lot higher for the recorder.
Yeah, which is something I really need to get better at with the
bad
travel
at
mics that we have. So we have like, what are they? What brand are they?
Are you talking about
Olympus? They're like Olympus, like carry studios, basically. It's basically a studio that you could bring in your pocket, and you can change the frequency on those. You need to mess with that more and like to record at different.
Technology's so fucking crazy nowadays.
You didn't even think of that till you kind of like, huh?
I mean, I like your perspective on how like sound, like frequencies and that like work differently. Because I mean, like you're talking to like an expert on Bigfoot's dick. Like Riley claims to be an expert on Bigfoot. Like, you know what I mean? So
I know exactly what they sound like. It's like,
oh fuck, we're back to this.
And every time they do, they have this little hop in them.
God damn it! No, but back to like the paranormal aspect of everything. So what do you think you would probably say you see yourself using most equipment wise, or like what you have the most success with?
Honestly, that's crazy. That's actually another hard question because
yeah, it is.
Yeah, it seems like it depends on where you're at, if that makes sense. Because me personally, I love using spirit boxes like the SB7, and I love using REM pods and music boxes. But the thing, or in voice recorder. So I guess, I mean, honestly, I like using a lot of different stuff. Yeah. But the thing is, though, like if you go to a certain location, they may favor the REM pods over, you know, a music box or this or that. But then you go to another location, they may favor the music box. Or this. Like we've been to locations where, like multiple locations where like cat balls and stuff like that will not go off. But then we've been to other locations that they wouldn't stop going off. So it's like, you know, what is it? Are they malfunctioning? Why didn't they malfunction at this house for, you know, or this location for the last 2 months, but all of a sudden here they're malfunctioning, and then the next 2 months they won't go off again. So it's like, are they malfunctioning? Is there a child spirit around?
I love that.
Like spirit around?
We
like,
literally have the same problem with our like EMF detectors.
Oh yeah, dude, I have problems. Yeah,
we have one that when you turn it on at my house and walk around my house, does not go off.
No.
But we go out and ghost detect with it. The thing just goes fucking crazy all night long.
We'll be in the fucking middle of the woods in a cemetery and it's going fucking nuts. And it's like, okay, like, is this and then fucking
we'll
broken?
Get in the car, drive down the road, turn it on, and
nothing. And if you think about it, your car is full of electronics. It should, in theory, be going off. I do the same stuff, like, because I live in a haunted house now, and I try using the EMF meter all the time. And I mean, obviously, I have electricity turned on, so I always kind of like chuckle a little bit when I see other people trying to debunk EMF meters. Like, there's this guy, I can't remember his name. I think his name's like Matt or something like that. He's a friend of Tommy's. You know, he's a cool guy, but he always says something about like EMF meters and REM pods. He'll like, even if you're at a place that was built 200 years ago, if it has any kind of electricity ran through it at one point in time, even if the electricity's off now, there's still at least some kind of electricity coming through there. Even if it's a coax cable from a telephone, there's still some kind of electricity coming through there. I'm like, yes, if that is true, it's so small that it's not.
I was gonna say it's so minute.
Also, those devices, what's the word?
It picks up like a base too. Like there's already a baseline electricity. It already picks up.
Does it collaborate with like
collates?
I
don't even know what you're talking about right now.
It's like when it pairs to its environment, right? So it takes a reading around it before it zeroes itself out. And
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
has to make that field that it's already sensing, like, just.
Which is why it goes up a couple times first when you first turn it on. It's like, dude, like scanning almost.
Oh, it calibrates.
Yeah.
Jesus,
that was way too hard.
We all got ADHD.
Oh, my fucking brain.
Words are very difficult when you're trying to think of one specific word.
I always like to say too that like with like the whole frequency and like that theory is our brains work on that same wavelength. So if we're more perceptive and trying to be in tune with that, I would think that you'd be more in tune with seeing things rather than some people that might not hear the certain thing or see the certain thing that you might have. Which it's kind of it's a little bit like of a funky take on it, because it's like, well, if I'm looking down the same hallway and you look down that hallway and we both see something completely fucking different, well, how do you explain that? Did I see something, or is it my mind,
or one of you sees it and the other person doesn't?
Yeah, but like then it plays back into the wavelength thing. I mean, that's just my take on it, though.
I mean, that makes sense.
Then again, I'm definitely not like a neuroscientist, and I have no idea how the fuck that works.
He's an expert on Bigfoot's dick. That's
the one thing I will claim to be.
It's not as big, but people might think it is.
Bigfoot has a micro penis.
Poor guy.
All right, so what would you say your favorite location that you've gotten to investigate was? Like, it could just be like from the memorableness of it, or like it just was like it was like, this is just the coolest place I've ever been. It doesn't even have to be like a bunch of shit happened. Like, it's just like mine for us was like the Eloise Asylum was just so fucking cool, because it's just a giant mental
place, man. I had the opportunity to go there in August, or I have the opportunity to go there in August, but it's a week before ISS Con.
Oh,
so so I can't make it, and I'm like, oh man, that's like a bucket list location.
That place is sweet.
It's pretty sweet. We caught some of our best evidence that we've ever had happen.
Yep. And then I heard one of the cleanest like audible knocks I've ever heard in my entire life in the basement,
On
like in the
command.
galley there, or not the galley,
It
what
was
do you
the
call
cafeteria.
it? Cafeteria. I said galley.
We're
like
on the boat.
ship.
We're on the boat now.
Yeah.
It's sinking. We're head to the
Oh,
galley.
man.
But it was wild. It was like, hey, is somebody here? Like, could you make a knock? And it was just like, bang.
Jesus.
And people that were like
In
probably
a
like
different room, like
20, 30 yards away, like football field wise, is probably the easiest way
come
for everybody.
running into the room.
Yeah, and they're like, what was that? Like, did something fall over? And we're like, that wasn't fucking you guys.
Yeah,
No,
I was
it
hoping it was
wasn't.
gonna be you guys.
Remember, it happened. So we were like sitting, and only one other lady was.
Oh,
in
and there
there
was a
with
bunch
us.
of chatty Cathys in the hallway too.
Yeah, there was a bunch of people just chatting away.
And we were all pissed off, and we were
We
like,
were-
I wish they'd shut
And
up.
we literally asked
Oh,
them, "Do you
dude,
want
yeah.
those people in the hallway to be quiet, make a noise?" And it slammed.
Yeah, it
on
seemed
the-
like somebody was like,
slammed on
"Put
something.
ya!"
I don't know. It was
Dude,
crazy.
that's probably one of the most annoying things ever is when you're with people
Yeah.
that don't understand that you're either trying to film or you're trying to like be serious about this and they won't
It's
be
such a
quiet.
hard line to walk to as an investigator, where it's
Yeah.
like, do I want to like make this production like top tier? Which, yes, I fucking do. Of course I do.
Right,
But when
right.
you're doing a group
But yeah, but you're like,
paranormal hunt, it's so
I
difficult.
can't control 12 people that I don't know.
Right, right.
Like, fuck.
And there's the whole like filming people without their permission. Like you don't want to be
Yeah,
doing
it's
that.
it's
like,
it's like a headache, but at the same time, like I almost enjoy not like rolling camera sometimes on investigations, because it's like, dude, just being in the moment of that stuff is always
Yeah.
so much
Oh,
more
dude,
enjoyable.
we've gotten some of our best stuff when the cameras weren't freaking rolling, dude.
We've had some crazy shit happen when the cameras are off too, or like
Yeah,
when we're
it's so
fucking
annoying.
around taking background photos or something, and
Yeah.
it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. But no, to answer your question, honestly, there's a few of them that I can't exactly like pick from, if that makes sense.
Then throw out a few. It's fine. We're all
I
friends
say a
here.
few of them, honestly, it may be cliche, but I love the building, would be Waverly Hill Sanatorium. It's way overly saturated.
with
Everybody
that,
goes there
for
and blah,
sure.
blah, blah, blah. But
Yep.
dude, it's so photogenic, even though it's like, you know, abandoned and stuff like that.
It just
It's still
catches your
looking-
eye though.
Yeah, exactly. And then another one would be like Fairfield County Infirmary and Indiana State Sanatorium.
Yep.
Probably.
And there's so much history in both of those buildings. It's insane.
Yeah. But I know I do love Madison also, but it's yeah, fuck it. We'll throw Madison in there also. Madison.
I'll say the big three then. We'll go with that.
Yeah, the big three, and then Indiana State Sanatorium, and yeah.
Yeah, see, we did mine would have to be Eloise. Old Lincoln County Jail was really fucking cool.
Mm.
And then, oh man, it's a hard one for
Probably
us.
Double J.
Double J was pretty
For
awesome.
me, my favorite spot was the
Eden
eggs- the
Springs
egg
was
room.
cool too.
I've never been to those.
Eden Springs is the House of David, which was it's a religious sect that I would classify them more like a cult. This
Yeah.
was back, I don't even remember, like early 1900s, maybe even older. It's probably around then, like Al Capone times, like things like that.
Yeah.
I don't know how far back it reaches, but they lived on like a compound together, and it was basically like a commune, but they had like a really sick ass baseball team. Like they were really well known. Like it was a really large like commune too. Like I want to say that at one point they had like 800 members or something like that. But yeah, it was like just randomly in what is it, like South Michigan
Yeah,
somewhere, I forgot, like Ben Harbor area.
Benton Harbor, exactly.
Huh.
Yeah, it's an interesting story. Like if you ever have a chance to like look up like the House of David in Eden Springs, like it's pretty interesting.
Oh yeah. Ugh.
So
I was gonna say, so I heard we have some videos.
yeah,
Is that what you're gonna go to
Yeah,
too?
that's where
Yeah,
I'm
I can
going.
read your mind. It's not hard.
I read someone's mind before.
Hey, sometimes I believe in it, sometimes I don't. It just catch me on a good day where I'm like, okay, ESP might be a thing.
Oh yeah.
And then other days I'm like, mediums, like it seems kind of corny.
No, I
But
haven't
like,
read anybody's mind before.
I see, and I'm over here like, I want to like not projectile.
projectile vomit.
What is it, like dream walk or fuck, what is it? Astral projection.
Astral projection.
Yeah, I feel like that would be fucking crazy.
What projectile?
I don't know why I said projectile.
We're not.
I was like, wait.
We're terrible at words.
Yeah,
It's a fucking Wednesday. Like it's the middle of the week. I'm tired. I don't know what you want from
It's
me.
hump day.
I almost said it was Thursday, and I was like, damn it, we're not close enough yet.
not close enough. No, but still only. Hell, it's not even 7:30 yet. But you guys ready to see the videos?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Let's get to it.
How do I? Okay.
Cue the what do you call it?
I think I got it.
Yep.
Yeah, you did.
I'm adding it to the stream right now.
Okay.
Yeah, bam, sick.
I think that might be the wrong one. What the heck?
The wrong tab.
Oh. Haha.
Check out this Inception, guys.
Endless
Dude, what the
loop.
hell's even going on?
You're fine. I'll say we usually take a minute anyway. I mean, at this point, we can sit here and talk about our sponsor,
Dubby.
Dubby.
the gaming fuel for all of the gamers. Do you want a jitterless energy that is good to get all them dubs? We'll try Dubby Energy. And then, what's the promo code? Run that shit.
Whatgoesbump.
Run that shit. That was Dubby. All the flavors are dank, by the way,
Yeah.
for all the listeners.
I got the orange cream right now. Orange mango cream.
I like
What's that?
the dragon fruit. Is that one? Is that they're like the Skittles
it's
like flavored one?
discontinued right now.
They're restocking it. I saw it today.
Ooh,
Excited.
Dragonade.
Dragon.
Coming back soon.
Well,
I think we
this
got
first- Yeah, I think so too. Let me see real quick. Oh yeah, we got it. So with this one here, it is a cool. I don't know how much you guys believe in SLS cameras too much.
We
I'm
want
all
one
about
very
it.
bad.
We actually have one made. We
It just
gotta
needs to be mounted.
mounted together.
Oh, gotcha. This was at Mineral Springs Hotel. We did not know that the history of this pool. Right now we're in the pool there, and I guess back in the day, I don't know exactly when, but a little girl lost her life in that pool. And
Oh shit.
yeah, and I don't know why, but something told me to go ahead and get the SLS camera out and look. And at first, it looks like something is just, like
Just
the
chilling
SLS
in the
camera
chair.
mapping out the chair. Yeah, because I know
Yeah.
chairs are SLS cameras' arch nemesis. They always map them out. But just
It makes
why-
sense though.
Yeah. It seems like it turns.
Oh,
What
it
the
did.
fuck? I mean, I can expect it to map the chair, but I cannot explain to you why it would fucking move.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't make any
Dude,
sense.
it literally looks like a
No, but-
little kid sitting in a chair, like dangling its leg.
then it just runs away.
Yeah, and then
Oh,
it's gone, and you
no.
can see it leave the chair too.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And then something bigger comes, it seems like. But it gets a little more crazy than this, though.
See, that's weird though. I definitely enjoy SLS because it's like you can't really explain that.
Right.
There should be no reason it maps it like it did.
Right.
Especially if it's mapping. I'm assuming that's you, right?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, I'm assuming that like the person behind the camera, there's no reflection of them whatsoever
No.
because there's probably just a wall behind you.
If
Yeah,
there was
that
nothing
doesn't
in the
make
chair,
sense.
it would be mapping out right next to you.
That
Right.
makes zero
right here,
sense.
that's the side. That's the pool wall right there.
See, that's crazy.
It seriously looked like a little kid sitting in the chair, dangling.
It
its
almost
feet.
looked like somebody was like how it like floated away. Like it almost looked
Yeah.
like it tried to swim away because it was like a blob.
Oh, yeah, I
kinda.
didn't even think about that.
Like because like the way it
Oh.
took off really quick, it was like on kind of like an
Yeah.
angle going up. Like, and you're in a pool, like that's fucking wild.
Right. This is where it gets crazy. Seems like something else comes there.
Yeah, it looks taller now. That's for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And then it's like putting its head on my arm. Then it literally puts its arm like around my arm. Like we're just sitting there hanging out with each other.
Do you remember if you felt anything at this point?
Oh yeah. I felt like it
you
was
felt the
there.
energy?
Yeah.
Damn. That's really interesting.
Yeah, did you hear that? I asked if it was getting closer to my head, and it was like further up my arm because I felt
my
like
God.
staticky on my head.
That is so fucking crazy.
Oh yeah. Like I was feeling like right around in here.
That's so weird. It's like latched onto your arm too.
Yeah, it was crazy. I don't know. The thing is, though, if it was mapping out the chair, why is it like going up my arm and stuff like that too? And
Yeah, like why is there multiple like mappings of your arm at that point then? You don't have tentacles coming out of you.
Yeah,
You're not like a
exactly.
Resident Evil monster.
Yeah.
Although that'd be kind of cool.
I was just say like, yo, if I was fucking like Mr. Hexer.
Oh yeah.
Or
But no,
fucking, Whisker.
Where was that at again?
the Mineral Springs in Alton, Illinois. Mineral Springs Hotel.
Springs. Okay.
That's sick.
Oh yeah. This one here, it was. What do I keep doing? There we go. This one is kind of crazy. It's a local cemetery. It was one of our first few videos,
Mm.
and the place is definitely haunted. I've been back there and done a lot of live streams there, and I've like actually captured stuff out there, like really long white faces staring at me from the woods and stuff.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
That's wild.
It's crazy. Hold on. So that whole thing that happened with that, my light and my stuff fell forward, and that's actually why I had my camera out, because if you have even if it's loose, like see it slide off easy with it being loose.
What the
But
fuck?
It can't just fall forward no matter what. It has to fall backwards. And I had the camera like this talking to myself, and it fell towards me.
So what? You think somebody like popped it off, or like a ghost like popped it off and like let it go?
That's the only thing I can think of, honestly, because it comes straight towards me. Because I literally caught it like this.
Yeah, I mean that's weird. And I mean,
that is weird.
Like, did you hear it too? Like unclick from where it was, or did it just kind of?
It just fell forward. Like it was like almost like slow motion. Like I was holding like this, and it just like starts coming down. I'm like, oh, what the hell?
And it's never done anything like that before, has it? Not since either.
Nope, not since. That was
weird.
Let me see when this was actually. 10 months ago, and we're going on. So this was a month after the channel got started.
Damn. That's cool.
So, oh, yeah,
it's just like little shit like that. That's always so weird to me, because it's like it could be explained away. It could be paranormal.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's not normal, and like it doesn't just happen. Why did it just so happen that it was on an investigation that's when that
right? If
happened?
it was an issue with the light, it would happen more than just that one
Yeah,
time.
you would immediately see that there would be an issue too. Like it would be loose or something, and you'd be like, "Oh, this might happen."
Right.
Yeah, and I'm sure that like holding your camera at that angle is probably an angle you do like all the time.
Like this.
Yeah.
Being down, so it's being down. It would have to like, and once again, even with it being loose, like right now, it can come off easy.
And I'm sure you probably had it tight because expensive.
Oh yeah. But I mean, even holding it straight down, it's still, even with it being loose, it's still not
right. It has to go back. It has to go backwards first.
Yeah, it has to go backwards.
Damn, that's cool.
So
like
I don't know exactly what it was.
It's shit like that though, where it's like that's the stuff that I like. I really dig, where it's not normal evidence that people capture. Like like it's cool to catch a light or like an orb or this or that, but it's like
I like when you catch physical objects moving by themselves. That's like the coolest. thing you can capture,
Yeah.
in my opinion, because it's
And
so
we,
hard
we
to
sat there and we
disprove, like,
tried debunking that too. He's like, how is it going to happen? Like, is it loose enough to go through there, or did the light actually break itself? Everything was fine. That's the same light that I used.
Yeah.
It's not the same camera, I will say that, but hot or cold shoe mounts are all the same.
I was just gonna say it's probably the same like gimbal like setup and everything.
So it's like, I don't know. It's
Yeah,
just
explain like I
situation.
want a critic to explain that and then sound like an idiot because
Right.
I don't think there's a good way to explain it.
Right, and honestly, if you think about it, the only thing a critic could actually say is that when I was holding the camera out, someone was behind there unscrewing it.
Yeah,
but then
or
the
you like
camera would be
flipped it or
shaking,
something.
and
but
you'd hear
even
it.
then, there would have been your camera.
You still would have seen it jostle or like
exactly,
know
So I'm
like
saying, like,
something.
because when you have it tight, it don't just
Yeah,
unscrew.
we
You
use
gotta, like,
cold shoe mounts with our lights and shit too.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it's like I get that shit as fucking tight as I can to where it's almost
Exactly.
like
So if
pliers
you're-
are almost needed.
Right. So if you're holding it out and someone's trying to, like, you see how it jittered?
Yeah.
It would literally, like, you'd see it go like this instead of me like talking to it and looking around, and next thing you know, like, oh, what the hell?
Oh yeah.
It wouldn't have just been smooth.
Yeah, you don't strike me as the type that's gonna like bamboozle me.
Oh yeah. But do I need to share the screen again?
Nope, I got you.
He got it.
So this next one, I decided to put it in there because it's a controversial thing, and to get people talking, if that makes sense. I will start, before I even show you guys this, I will say that I'm still kind of skeptical of phone apps, but I know you guys have heard of Spirit Talker.
Yeah,
We use it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I use it as like a background thing, just in case like stuff like this actually happens, because you'll see that sometimes it can be accurate to what's going on. All right, so this right here is my dad. His name is Thomas.
There's no audio.
Do what?
I'm just realizing that there's no audio for us.
Can you hear it?
No, you might have to change your mic setting.
Oh, 1 second. How do I do that?
Or maybe
I don't know. Honestly.
What do you have running as your speaker right now?
Just a normal external speaker.
Okay,
No,
why
it should just play the audio. I don't know why it's not playing it though. It's weird.
At least it's not for us. There's no one in the chat right now.
Do what?
Riley was like, "There's nobody in the
One sec.
chat."
Honestly,
oh, you're gonna put YouTube on your phone and
I'm
see
just
if you
gonna
can
see
hear
if
it.
there's audio there. Then
We've had weird fuck ups with StreamYard. Like the last couple, there was like a weird ringing echo for no reason.
play it, and then we'll see if there's audio.
Did you hear it?
Mm-mm.
Nope.
Hold on. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna stop sharing, and then I'm gonna go ahead and resend it to see if it will.
That fixes it. Yeah.
If
I
the
just
video-
realized the last ones didn't have audio, and I was like, I wonder if there was, and then
I was also talking, which is my bad.
Oh no, the last ones you didn't really actually need audio.
right, so it worked out that way. But
Share screen. Some screens let you share audio. Look for the share audio checkbox. Okay.
Yeah, because I don't know what would make it not have audio because
that box might not have been checked that time. 'Cause,
oh, there's a checkbox thing.
I guess
don't
so.
know.
We're always on the other side of the.
Here we go. Yeah, I figured it out.
Cool.
Sick.
I'm just eating nuts.
All right, so we'll start this back over real quick.
I know you.
There we go.
Now we have
So
audio.
that's my dad. His name is Tommy.
I know you.
Spirit Talker said, "I know you."
Then what's my name?
Thomas.
Oh man. Yeah, almost
See,
immediately.
I was gonna say that's pretty quick off the draw. There's no reason that an app will pick up your voice and know your name, and it's very, 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 very slim of a chance that out of all the words that's probably programmed for it to say that it said it.
Yeah.
on command like that.
Yeah, and the bad thing is I didn't even think about it, but that happened it never happens when he's not around. It only happens when he's around. We did that we went to the Octagon Hall in Kentucky, and the same thing happened. It said, "I know you," and Dad's like, "Okay, let's try this again." And what's my name?
No shit.
And it said Thomas. And I'm like, dude, what the hell is going on, man?
That's
the thing is that I don't think I have that on camera though.
I'll take your word for it because you have evidence of it happening right here.
I've seen the spirit talker do that so many different times. Like,
see, and like what the thing is, like I think people don't give it enough credit. Is like your phone already has enough sensors and things into it, like built into it, that it realistically can be used for these things for sure. Granted, yes, like there's a lot of bullshit apps. There's a lot of like funky shit that
Spot Ghost knows what he's doing, though, man.
But yeah, but I think somebody who genuinely like my boy who made it had the intention of doing was using the pieces that were in place to make something that really works for everybody. So I mean, I'm gonna say like I believe
honestly,
it.
like if you want to like get into paranormal,
it's the cheapest, easiest way.
It's a really cheap way to get in. I think the app is like $4.
Yeah, it's like $4 or $5. It really isn't bad. It's better than going and buying an S7.
When an EMF detector is gonna cost you $45, $50, like. Spirit Talker is gonna get you some really creepy shit happening. Like, like, and that's
I will say that sometimes it does.
It doesn't always work.
Say random stuff.
Yep.
But I think it's one of the things that a lot of people. One thing that I find really ironic about it is you'll have so many people like, "Oh, we don't trust in phone apps," you know, blah blah blah. It's like, is there?
I never did.
Well, the thing is, though, is there some kind of unspoken spirit rule that they have to leave phones alone?
No,
not at all.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. And then a lot of the people that will say that all phone apps are BS are the same ones that believe in Ouija boards. It's like, so ghosts can use you to manipulate like your hands to spell out words.
Use your phone?
Yeah, but they can't use your phone. They can't manipulate a phone app.
Yeah,
but I will say I do what?
If you're gonna say phone apps don't work, then you can't use a spirit box. You can't use any of that stuff. You gotta use rudimentary.
Well, it's also like on the flip side of all that too. Like if you have a newly deceased person's like spirit that knows what phones do and are capable of, obviously they'll be able to manipulate it. Be like, oh, they have an app on their phone. It's called Spirit Talker. It's like I can obviously talk through that app they're using right now. I think I can figure out how to use this instead of some of these like probably like old spirits that like see. I don't know if they can see us necessarily, but like they, like however it all works, like they're probably like, the fuck is that thing in their hand?
Right.
Like I remember when I was funny. Old.
I have another video a little bit later to show you guys that pretty much proves that spirits can see us.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, bud. Oh, and this next one,
fucking love it.
It's from the same place. That Spirit Talker, when it said my dad's name, this happened later on. It's a little bit longer, but
definitely weird.
This is when we first found out that walkie-talkies do mess with REM.
I'm about to see.
Yeah, we try to not use them very often, but
yeah, don't I? Well, that was weird.
This was also like 2 or 3 months after we first started, so we were
right.
Like,
so you guys are new. It's not like
that was really weird.
But we debunked
so
it.
you want to hear something weird?
But just wait until you hear what happens like during this part. It's crazy.
So when I sent you, that's weird. What? When I'm sending you guys,
kind of cool though.
You hear the REM pod going off in the back? It keeps on going off. Responded. Now it shut off. Actually, I don't know if it's the radio waves or what, because
I don't think it almost makes no sense the first time.
I don't know. It's just weird because we'll think for like 5 minutes and I'm gonna see what it says.
All right, so right here, I decided to skip through. I didn't realize how far back it was. Anyway, right here is when I decided, I'm like, you know what? I'm just not going to say anything through the walkie for like 5 minutes. I'm going to see what the REM pod does just to basically double verify that the walkies do mess with REM pods. And then this happens.
I'm putting it up. Let's see what it does.
Was
What?
that the walkie-talkie?
Yeah, to put that into context, my mom was in
Okay.
the children's room. And tell me that doesn't sound like a child talking through that.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, that's a kid. That's a kid, 100%.
That was nothing but static.
Wait, was
She
that your
heard-
mom coming through that too?
Yeah, she heard nothing but
What?
static, and I heard that.
What did you say just like right before you said that was nothing but static?
Nothing.
Oh my god!
I
No
knew she was gonna say
way.
that too.
Come here, like now.
No fucking way.
Well, because it's not every day, you know, something like that happens.
No.
I mean, yeah, someone could say it could have been like, you know,
Other
interference,
radio
something like
waves.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
but,
somebody else's
dude,
walkie-talkie.
Yeah, it just makes so much sense. And plus, this was at like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. Why would there be a kid on a walkie-talkie saying, "Get me out of here"?
Right.
Right.
Dude, and it's like you can clearly hear the voice over the static. Like there is
Right.
100% more than just
It
static
can,
there.
It can happen. Like we had kind of something similar happen at Old Lincoln County Jail where I had a backpack in my bag and we heard a voice come out of it.
yeah.
And one of the other leads had one of our walkie-talkies and we pulled it out and we, paged her like, "What'd you say?" And she goes, "I didn't say anything. Is something wrong?" Because we said we were only going to page if something was wrong
Right.
or something really cool paranormal happened.
It was no voice, but it was just like the.
Oh yeah,
it sounded
that
like a
happens
voice to me,
a
but
lot.
To me, I just heard that. Well, and then we walked into Old Lincoln County Jail, and within the first 5 minutes of being inside there, our walkie-talkies turned on in the backpack for no reason.
What the heck?
Yeah, and they just were, and it was like blaring too. Like it was just like, and we were like, what?
That is creepy. But this one here,
Speaking of creepy,
oh yeah,
Actually.
we got some
Salem.
poltergeist activity for you caught on camera.
Okay. Rituals.
oh,
Technically, it is.
To put some perspective, we was talking about doing a Estes method, and
Yeah.
technically speaking, spirit box stuff like that is a form of ritual.
yeah,
I mean, yeah,
any,
I would say so.
any talking to the dead is a
Yeah,
ritual,
exactly.
really.
Which is why I was like, well, in this part here, I was like, well, I mean, technically it is.
It's a ritual.
Mm-hmm.
Now.
Wait.
Hail Satan! Gets knife out. Brick.
Oh man,
That'd be fucked.
Oh, no way,
What
dude.
the hell?
No way.
Whoa.
That just scared the
oh,
fuck
just,
Dude.
out of me.
How'd that
the
fall?
guy had
I have no
security
clue.
cameras up, so we ended up
No
getting
way, dude.
at it.
No.
Rituals.
Oh, no way,
What
dude.
the hell?
Did you see that? It looked like there was something actually there with it. Here, let me slow it down right quick. How do I do this?
Excuse me?
All right, watch this.
Rituals.
It literally looks like there's something that hits it and follows it. Look, see? Wait, right there.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Oh,
And it goes right towards us.
And then it's gone.
no way.
Baby whales.
Baby whales.
That's so wild, dude.
That was a pack of wild dolphins.
Yeah, the messed up thing is, though, that happened in the house that I live in now.
Yeah.
This place is right down the road.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's wild as fuck.
Okay.
man.
Rituals.
Oh, no way,
What the
dude.
hell?
No way.
No.
Yeah,
What?
like the cat ball just came
I was gonna say
flying
it's not
off.
like a
Yeah.
subtle fall. It's like a smack.
Right, like something's like tink.
Like you
yeeted
can
it.
almost hear it, the initial impact on it.
Right.
You can when it hits the floor.
Even before it hits the floor,
Oh,
when it's on
yeah.
the arm, you can hear like a fop.
Rituals.
Oh, yeah,
it's like
yeah.
a foop.
yeah. I didn't even realize that. You really can. It
Yeah,
sounds
like
something
that doesn't make any
Think-
fucking sense.
Yeah,
if it just
that thing
fell, it wouldn't.
physically got hit.
It would not make a sound if it just rolled off. Like it
Right,
literally
and if
sounds
you
like you
think
got
about it-
swiped.
If it does just roll off, it really should have.
No way, dude.
It really should have
Okay.
not actually rolled onto the
Rituals.
floor. If you think about it,
No.
how did it have that much momentum?
No way,
What
dude.
the hell?
It
No
bounced
way.
twice. It bounced twice when it hit the floor too.
Yeah,
And like it doesn't look like the floor isn't slanted because it would still be fucking rolling for
Right.
one.
It stopped rolling as soon as it lost all its momentum.
Dude, that's weird.
yeah. We put that there before, probably about 30 minutes prior to us.
Yeah,
actually
if
this
that
moment.
fucking didn't move for 30 minutes,
Yeah.
that is not just gonna fucking do that on its own. I'm sorry.
yeah.
Like, I will go to war. I will die on that hill
Yeah, I
against
was
a
about to say
critic.
die on that hill.
Like, shit.
Here we get into the Indiana State Sanatorium ones. I got 3 from
Place
this
is so
place.
cool.
I know. I want to go to this place so bad.
I could cry. I want to be in there.
Oh man, this right here, this
Just
makes
look
me
at
want to
that.
cry.
Like,
Because-
scary cry?
Well, both. I'll show you what I mean here in a minute.
Place is so
Come
cool.
on, light. Please reflect off that window again.
The reason why I'm saying that is because there is, like, we all seen it. There's nobody that's like, well, maybe it was this. No, it was very clear. There was a shadow figure poking its head out of the top of a doorway, like staring at us.
Come on.
And I'm like freaking out because I've never seen one before like that.
What the
Pretty much where we have seen it at.
I was just gonna
right
say,
here.
That's where I thought you were seeing it too. That's weird.
I thought I saw one on the left too, like in one of the doors closer to you guys.
Wait. Okay, never mind. There it is.
Okay, keep in mind, we're
All
not
right, make
seeing
this
it
big
right
speed.
now.
Look how bright they are, dude. Oh my god, dude. Did you see it?
Right there, we seen something. What we was just seeing at where we thought was one of our shadows. I
Yeah.
had the light on it, and it pulled back into the room, and I watched it go back into the room. I thought there was somebody in that room.
The scary part is when you see with your eyes, it makes it that much more fucking scary.
Oh yeah, but this is the part where I said it makes me want to cry for other reasons because my camera is about 6 inches too low and did not capture it.
Oh,
Fucking seen it.
Yeah. Because I was like freaking out, and I was
you
like,
didn't pay attention to what you're doing.
right. So I had the camera like this, and I thought it was pointing straight down, but I had it down at an angle a little bit. It wasn't completely up.
Damn.
So I was like, "Are you freaking kidding me?"
Oh
Listen for
my
this
god,
freak out.
dude.
And then it pokes its head back out again.
Ooh, no way, dude. No, did you see it? No. Did you see it? Did you fucking see it?
Yeah, it like, as we have our lights down there, we see something like half of its body come out of the top of the doorway, and then
Dude,
poke
what's
its head
this
back
right
in.
here? You see
Dude,
that?
you said that. That's exactly what
Okay,
I saw.
so the second door it looks like down, there's like a little arm sticking out or something. Yeah, right there.
Right
Is that
here.
where you were seeing it? Just a
One
little
more
further?
No,
next.
we were seeing it down here.
But I'm seeing
What's
something
like
right
you
where
were
your
at the
mouse
door, yeah,
was.
next door, and then the next like black part.
Right
Yeah.
here.
Back one more.
This.
Not
Other
this,
way,
not
other
forward,
way.
the other way.
Oh, this one.
Next
one more back. And then
Right
just
here?
a little bit more.
Yeah, like right.
Your
where
mouse
you
is on it now. Like, what is
Oh.
that?
On.
And I never see this shit.
No.
Is
Oh
it just,
my
I think it's just
God,
a trick of the eyes. I think it's just a
Yeah.
wall.
It may be.
No.
I don't know, but our night there, that night, the first night, was like Shadow Man City. I've never seen so many
Really?
shadows and apparitions.
I
in
don't
one
think I've ever actually, with my physical eyes, although I have terrible fucking eyesight, seen a like apparition with.
I thought
my
I did
being.
at Eloise, but I don't know for sure.
Oh,
It-
yeah.
it's
It was
hard
so
to
dark
say.
when I seen it that I don't know if my eyes were playing tricks on me.
Do
or
you
not.
guys usually use
Kind of.
like flashlights, or do you guys do like red light while you walk around and record, or like how do you
we started using
normally
red
do it?
light.
Sometimes
I
we
like
do.
that.
It really just depends on how we're feeling at that time.
Yeah.
Normally, all I use is this light here. But if there's like long, dark hallways,
Mm.
I'll use a flashlight to see down them because Indiana State Sanatorium, I'm pretty sure you guys have heard, is notorious for people breaking in.
Oh,
so
I didn't know
you
about the
literally-
break-ins.
yeah, you never know if it's some people breaking in to smoke a little bit of weed or what. And actually, it's crazy. Blood Moon Paranormal, they actually had some equipment stole from there.
Oh fuck, really?
Yeah, somebody broke in. They didn't get them on camera, but they have the camera going because they heard about the stories of people breaking in there. And they, people said no one's ever actually stole anything yet and blah, blah, blah. Well, they had a camera set up. Yeah, well, they got the audio of people stealing their stuff. They didn't get the camera footage.
Man, that's rough.
Yeah. Yeah, so I was like, oh, it's definitely weird. But this part here, we get ready to do a spirit box session. And it definitely lightens the mood. Oh, I'd also like to point out that this doorway right here, that's the doorway that we were seeing the stuff at earlier.
Oh, really? Oh, that's fucking freaky.
Yeah,
is this the first time you guys approached it since you saw that? Oh, God.
Yeah. Actually, no, this part right here, oh, man.
Just right back.
This part's actually different. This isn't the spirit box part, but this part right here is going to make your freaking blood run cold. Just keep in mind, I did not hear this in real time. I only heard this when I was editing, and this part right here made me stop editing for the night and just shut it down and go to bed.
I've been there.
That room right there.
Yeah. That's exactly where I saw it too.
This next clip almost got deleted until I paid attention, and this is what I heard.
You get more activity if the lights out or not. I'd rather see what's coming at me.
Okay, pay attention to that, okay? The person I was with said that, oh, well, you normally see shadow figures and all this kind of stuff when the lights are out, which honestly, if you think about it, makes no damn sense. If it's pitch black, how the fuck are you going to see a shadow?
Literally.
A shadow is black, okay? If all around you is black, how are you going to see black in black?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It makes no damn sense.
Unless they're made of that special black.
Right.
The Vanta black?
Yeah, Vanta.
Dude, no. I don't know. Either way it goes, I was just telling her, I was like, I don't care if you can see them better in the dark or not. I would rather personally see what's coming at me. Yep. And it seems like they were mocking me. Like, I don't have to show you myself to come at you. But just listen. You'll know what I'm talking about.
I don't know if I want to do that.
Holy shit.
Wow, that's clear.
I don't know if I want to do that.
Oh my God.
And you can literally hear it getting louder as it's traveling.
Oh, and keep in mind, I'm sure you guys are full aware of what shotgun mics are.
Yep.
I had a shotgun mic, not, one of these that have, a mic on the front and a mic on the back to get all angles. No, I was using this mic, which
the big boy.
Behind you, you can barely even hear anything.
Yep.
Everything in front, you can hear perfectly fine.
Yeah, it's like a good old cone.
Yeah, exactly. You said you could hear it coming towards you. It's, oh man, it's just creepy.
You can hear the weight.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was. See what I'm saying? That's exactly.
Did you guys hear that too with your ears while you were there?
No, I did not.
So
hear
it was all in edit. That's so fucking crazy.
That's what I was saying, because it was right after. Like, there was no cuts in there. It was right after I said I'd rather see what's coming at me, and then
you can hear their clothes moving and everything.
That one gave me chills because that's wild.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's almost like it was like, no, I don't have to let you see me if I don't want to come at you.
Oh, I just can't get over that. Pop, 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 pop,
yeah,
pop.
exactly. Almost like someone was barefoot.
Yeah, dude, and that would make sense for it being where you are, because patients most likely had on fucking slippers most of the time, and then what's easiest to fucking slip off? I don't know, slippers.
Right.
Like, damn, that's fucking wild.
Yeah, these things are definitely intelligent, though, because this next part here is when we start doing a spirit box session in the same area. This part's funny, okay? It says you have no idea, right?
The face.
Yeah. No.
The fuck?
It's about to look even more weird. She thought it said a number. Just listen to what it says next.
Someone, 21, 41. I think it said a number.
Dumbass. It definitely sounds like dumbass.
It says something else, and then she says, I think it said a number, and it says dumbass.
Dumbass. Dude, that's
that's
fucking
why
awesome.
Yeah, that's why ISS is now one of my favorite places because it scared the crap out of me at first.
Yeah.
And then after the spirit box session, I realized that we're like homies now. Like I genuinely, you'll see after the spirit box session, like I made friends with whatever's in there. Somehow, it.
I heard that.
Who is this?
My turn. Marco!
What?
Yeah.
Marco.
Stop it.
Oh,
Stop
Your
it.
turn.
Oh my god.
Haunted.
Yeah, I'm haunted.
All right,
Marco.
Riley, I think we have our next location where we have to go to.
Oh, ISS for sure.
What's the other game you like to play?
Hide and clap,
We
dude.
played it in here before. Do you remember the name of it? What's my name?
Let me guess, homie.
Did you hear what that said?
I heard "Let me guess, homie," but I didn't hear the last part.
What's my name?
My mom?
I don't know.
What,
I can't
what's
make it out.
considered a racial slur when you're white?
oh,
That's why I
Yeah,
put
damn.
the my ... because I wasn't gonna put that in there. I was just letting people figure out. But now listen to it and think that.
Oh my god.
That's fucking crazy. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, and then it says my name.
Did you say my name?
And this part's not cut.
It read my mind.
You know his name.
I was really about to say, I heard my name in here earlier. Can you say my name back?
Again, it just kept on saying.
I was about, obviously said back to you. And then, who knows me?
Go away.
What
Oh
do you
my
want to tell Brandon?
god.
Look away.
This is not radio.
No. No way.
I never know what that movie do after. It's what you want. You know what I'm saying?
Over by the door. Okay, was this after you saw the spirit?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
that's crazy. That's fucking crazy.
Something there is like super intelligent, dude. And here's the thing, okay? This wasn't on camera or anything, but you can ask any of the people that were here, which would be like my mom, my dad, and then this is Kennedy Bouse. When we walked through there earlier that day, I heard something in my ear that seemed like it knew me. It was like Brandon. And I was like, who said my name? And everyone's like, what are you talking about? And supposedly no one said my name. And I'm like, something sounds eager to meet me and knows my name somehow.
Yeah.
It was a crazy time there. That's why it's one of my
so
favorite
cool.
locations now.
yeah, that place, man.
That's
all of the
Spook
videos
City.
I've ever seen of people there, they just always doesn't seem to disappoint.
That was Spook City.
Oh yeah.
Like damn straight.
Yeah. The second time we were there wasn't nearly as active, and like I said, the third time going there, like literally nothing happened. And I'm like, okay, well, this is a very good like reference point to not try to tell people that, oh, well, when we went there, nothing happened, so your crazy night must not have really happened because I've been there and it wasn't as haunted, which goes back into what I was telling you guys earlier about how I want to get back to like the Sally house or the Axe house or something like that to give it a chance to redeem itself. Because I personally didn't experience anything crazy, but I've heard a lot of crazy stories. So I'm not saying it's not haunted. I'm just saying from my experience, hardly anything happened.
Yeah, no, I completely understand.
I mean, it all. There's so many different factors to having like a crazy paranormal experience at a place too. Like we've noticed certain weather conditions can affect like your
Very much
paranormal
so.
activity. Like if you investigate during a lightning storm, like shit's probably gonna hit the fan that night because there's just so much energy in the air.
Yes,
They're all
sir.
charged up.
Right. Everything's charged up, like the ground, the air, everything.
Right. But a couple more if you guys want.
Yeah, roll it.
Absolutely. I want to see all of these.
Oh yeah. Well, this
My
one
wife
here,
was just like, "Hey, what's up?"
oh yeah, you're fine. This one here, I'm not a very massive believer in demons, but listen to this.
Devil. Or just like warning or something. I don't know. Oh. Who's making the motion sensor go off?
What? Call me Lucifer.
Sensor go off.
Yeah, call me Lucifer.
What?
So we have a theory on this. We also had a being say, "I'm the devil."
Right.
We think it was just a spirit that was like trying to intimidate or was playing, you know,
Absolutely.
like playing a prank. Because did you see, like, obviously in that corner was like a Halloween decoration.
Yeah.
Which would make sense why it would be like, "Call me Lucifer." You
Oh,
know,
no.
like it would 100% make sense. Just like
Yeah.
how we were in a cemetery and it's like on Good Friday, it was like, "I'm the devil." Yeah, I think those two fit like a glove.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I always try to be as respectful as I can when it comes to these investigations.
Yep.
But I will say, like for that example there, you know, a lot of people, they will tell you like, oh, you got to respect spirits no matter what because they're passed away and blah blah blah. And it's one of the things where it's like, okay, well,
Do you
what
respect
if-
demons?
right? Well, not even just that. Like, okay, look at like Jeffrey Dahmer. Okay. If
Yeah,
he-
would you spit on his grave if you
No.
had the chance?
Right. If he escaped hell somehow and was stuck on Earth as a fucking ghost, you know, he's not gonna escape me. I'm gonna go in there talking as much shit as I can. You know?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
he's probably gonna try to tell you he's a demon or something like that. I mean, hell, I got an uncle that is still alive, but he calls himself, like someone asks, you know, hey, who are you? I'm the blue-eyed devil. Cringy as shit, but he still says it.
Cringy as fuck for real. I'm not gonna lie.
But I mean, that's just how it is. Okay, you think if when he passes away, if he becomes an earthbound spirit or something like that, he's not going to tell everybody he's the blue-eyed devil again?
No.
He's
No,
going
there's
to
going to
tell-
be
that's
so many
exactly what he's gonna
YouTubers
tell.
that are like, oh my god, there's a new demon. It's called the blue-eyed devil.
Oh my god.
Right.
It comes from 19th century England.
Right, exactly. And it's one of them things to where, like this one here, I almost didn't even title it because I put, you know, this place may actually be demonic, the Monroe. Because the thing is, I really don't know. All I know is it's not technically clickbait because I did capture something claiming to be Lucifer, which is a demon.
Clickbait is, I don't even, everybody fucking does it. Every big fucking like channel does it. Everybody's done it once in their life, twice in their life.
Yeah.
Who fucking cares? It's just a fucking headline and a title with a
Yeah.
picture. It's nothing.
Right. I always though, which I don't ever like say you guys put something out and you're like, this place is mad demonic and it's at like a church or something like that. I'm not going to like, oh, you guys are idiots now and da-da-da. Like, you know, if that's your thing, that's your thing. It ain't hurt me.
It's exactly. It's like if that's how you want to
Hey,
get by
if
that
it's getting
way.
you clicks, man, fucking
Right.
go about it.
Yeah.
That's
as
how I
long
look
as you're
at
not
it.
faking evidence, then I don't care. what
Exactly.
you
I
do.
was gonna say, and if
That's-
you don't deliver on the title either, where it's like this is the craziest location we've ever been, and then absolutely fucking nothing happens. Yeah, I'm gonna be a little upset.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's misleading.
Yeah, I'm sure we all have a channel in mind, but I'm not going to mention it.
A few. Let's go with a
exactly.
few.
Every single investigation. This is the craziest one yet. It's like, dude, you've been doing this for 3 or 4 years now. You put out 500 videos. How is this the craziest place you've been? And last week's was the craziest. Last week was the craziest. Like, you should be, you know, being smacked dirty and slammed against walls and thrown out windows by now if that's the craziest location.
Yeah, when your success rate is like 100,000 views and 100% on every location you've ever been.
Right.
No, I don't believe
Exactly.
it. I know our success rate has been really good, but we also have done the same in places multiple times. So.
Yeah. But I got this next one I'm going to show you guys is from the same place, and I can almost bet you guys have never seen this happen before.
Oh, here we go. I'm excited.
While we were outside, I asked the spirits to close this door for me, and then I'll even close it halfway for them. There was roughly 10 minutes before this happened, but I didn't think you guys wanted to wait that long, so this part is cut.
This is also, like I said, this is also at the Monroe house.
Okay,
Oh,
it
Oh
latches.
my
Yeah,
god.
no, just wait. Okay, everybody's seen a video of a door closing, but just wait. Once we get back in there, hold on. Wait,
So,
forward. Okay,
Are
so
all
you
the
see how?
windows like taped off too?
Yeah, yeah.
Huh.
Okay, to explain this part, there is a jump cut. I didn't realize that my camera stopped recording. So you know how some cameras, other than like super high dollar ones, have like a 30-minute record time?
Yeah, they have that stupid like conservative
Yeah, exactly.
window.
Well, I forgot to check the camera, and I tried debunking that. Like, I ended up opening the door and everything to try to get it to reopen itself and whatnot, or close. Nothing would happen. Spirit Stalkers and Wolf Paranormal, when they went there for their collab, they tried debunking this. They couldn't debunk it. So just watch it.
Yeah, can you open
It's
that
crazy,
door
dude.
for me, please? I want to show my friends.
I was taking a Snapchat video.
All you have to do is open it just a little bit, please.
Don't fucking tell
Then
me.
you can shut it. Open it just a couple inches, please. You was doing it for me just a minute ago.
All right, everybody, I want you to look for the fishing wire.
Yep. It's right there around the doorknob.
Hey, that door that goes to upstairs. Can you
Oh
open
yeah,
it?
that is also very important. I had to be precise with it. I couldn't just say, "Can you open or close that door?" I had to say
The very door you were at.
Yeah, like the door that heads to upstairs, because right here it goes in, and then immediately as soon as it goes in, there's like a little platform right there, and you go upstairs.
Oh hell yeah!
That's where the stairs are. I had to say, well, pretty much this.
That for me?
Come on.
I forgot about that. Hey, that door that goes to upstairs. Can you open
Bitch
that?
flies off the hinges.
Yeah, I had to say
I
that.
took a 60-minute video or 60-second video, and I didn't ask it to do the upstairs bedroom. Can you open that door for me, please? I'd really appreciate it. So take two. Now it's been well over 5 minutes since it's open.
Honestly, I should have cut this part out. There it goes.
All right, you can shut it now. Thank you. A deal's a deal. I'll leave you alone.
Mm,
Thank you.
come on.
Oh my god.
Come
bro.
on.
That's
See,
insane.
now you can definitely make the argument of like pressures making it go back and forth, but when it,
no.
but also the first video where it closed from much farther,
Yeah.
way different than if it was like that. But like,
So it is.
what the fuck, dude?
Actually, hold on.
You shouldn't go both ways.
If at all possible, can you open it? Oh man. So it is.
I need your guys' opinion on something. I'm gonna go back again. Look right here. I think
You was
I may
gonna
have
say, do you
actually-
see something?
Yeah, I think I may
I
have
was
actually
staring into that too.
Can you open it? Oh man. So it is. Dude,
I don't know if it's artifacts from it being dark, but it looks like it got lighter there after the door opened.
All right, you can
It
shut
does.
now.
It does look like it has like a whiter stripe in
So
there.
it is.
But like, if you look at the floor,
this-
like
Oh my
it
God.
doesn't look like anything changes or like
Oh, yeah, it is
anything
true.
down there is
Alright, you shut it now.
distorted. So I don't know.
Can you shut it? Hold on, I didn't get that on video.
Yeah,
I'm
that
trying
was
to
a
show my
jump cut.
friends.
Cause fuck.
I can do it again, please. Okay, if you do it one more time, I will just pack up and leave. I promise. We will grab everything and we will leave.
Bitch.
It was already like 3:30 in the morning.
That was
anyways, so I
crazy.
like, screw it. We got
Yes.
it. Video.
Okay.
We do
now-
that shit too, where it's like, yo, just do
Alright,
it
now
and
shut
go
it.
home.
Wait. Thank you. All right, now shut it. Oh my fucking
Okay,
God.
come on.
You guys
Come
cannot debunk that.
on.
My mom is right here. You guys cannot debunk that. Okay. I will hold up my promise and we will leave. Can you shut that, please? Please.
See, it don't matter how far
Oh
open
my
it was.
God.
None of that. It was listening to what I was
That's
saying.
funny,
This
'cause
part
now
right
it's
here is
trying to creep
also
open.
crazy.
That was wild.
I asked it. Oh, there it goes.
Just wait.
Wait. Dude, it stopped and went. Wait. See? It's not a draft. Not a draft. Now close it.
No. Stop,
Dude.
You cannot.
Dude, it's
tell
like you
me-
have the force.
Yeah.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like something in there was listening to what I was saying. Like super intelligent, dude.
Now close it.
That's not a
Dude.
coincidence. I'm sorry.
It's
Pete.
not a draft, man. I hope you guys liked it.
I put that in there because people on Snapchat was like, oh, it's got to be a draft. Like Spirit Stalkers and them guys, they were like, oh, it's got to be a draft. It's got to be a draft. I'm like, no, it's literally not a draft. And I was like, I'll prove it to you. Watch this. And I'm like, wait. Now close. And as soon as I said close, it closed, you know?
That's
So
so
it's like, dude,
fucking
how-
weird.
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen anything like that much of like control.
Right, that's what I was saying.
So,
That's
like,
exactly
yeah, like,
what I
there-
said. I have something that you guys have never seen before.
That's weird. Like you're right. Like I just don't see how it's a draft when you can control when it opens and closes.
Right, if it was a
with the
draft,
voice.
it would do it no matter what. And like it started to close there for a minute, but that's why I was like, wait, don't, not yet, now close. And then it waited for me to say now close, then it closes. I'm sorry, but
And
the wind
I don't
isn't
think you
gonna wait.
control wind either,
Right,
unless
that's what
you're
I'm
like
saying.
the
Can't control the
Avatar.
weather, Jackie.
Okay, Aang.
Right, yeah, fucking.
Yeah, as far as I know, you're not the Avatar, so.
Yeah, I wish, man. Controlling all the elements. It gets cold, I can make a little fire. But hold on, I'm gonna show you. What's this one? Oh yeah, this one right here is pretty crazy too.
Crazy.
We've been hearing you whistle. Could you do that into this recorder right here? We're going to turn all the lights off. Whistle into that recorder, please. Can you tell me your name? Are you Jacob Nelling? Do you have a message for us? Were you the one who scared me last time I was in here? Did you slam another cell door? That was...
Who keeps whistling?
Do you have a message for us? Can you tell me who you are?
Damn.
That was
Can you whistle louder, please?
like session.
That's so wild that it was like that many answers back to back to back to back.
Right. And to put it in perspective, we were in a jail, and the last time Spirit Stalkers was there, him and his brother, Jake and Noah, they were downstairs in one of the deals, and they heard what sounded like a cell door like slam shut.
Fuck, that's wild as hell.
Yeah.
But this next one here is from Fairfield County Infirmary.
Stop the recording in my head.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
And after
You're
that,
good.
I'm going to stop the recording. Do you have any last words you want to say to us?
No.
Did you hear something?
They're so clear too.
They are.
You sound like at the very end, someone said no after I said, do you have anything else you want to say? It's at the very end.
We're about to stop recording and play it back to see if you talk to us. I'm going to count to 10 in my head.
I'm glad we're not the only ones that investigate in cold. Cause like that you can hear how miserable they sound with the
Yeah.
because I feel the same exact fucking way.
Yeah,
That's his final message.
Yeah, no. Did you hear pretty clear?
Yeah, it was like right
That's
as
so
he
fucking cool. How cold was it that day? What? What
Yeah.
the fuck was that?
No way.
Okay, what?
No way.
You got that, didn't you?
I had to have
All
gotten
right. So just to show
No
you guys,
way.
Okay, what?
hold on.
Did you?
There was a
That's his
couple
final
in
message.
here
Yeah, no.
where you can see where it moves a little bit, like where we bump the
Did
table.
you hear pretty clear?
Yeah, it was like right as he pressed the button.
Dude!
The hell?
What the fuck?
No way.
Okay, what?
No way.
You got that, didn't you?
I had to have gotten it.
Okay, you need to look like that. You need to look at that right now.
There's no
Dude.
way that just fell. You guys weren't like bouncing, like nothing.
Nobody was
It's lit.
moving.
You see it?
Yeah, and you can see the water right before
Yeah.
it moves start to teeter.
Right. And then it literally flipped. So yeah. I have
Almost
no
like
idea.
like whoever went to hit it, like used a good amount of force and maybe not hit it, but like swipe the top of it just barely.
Right, like man, I don't want that little ass bar of
Like
candy.
fuck your shit.
Right.
Give me a Snickers.
And then this one right here is where I said that I may have been able to prove that they do see us.
Cap said something about being intelligent, like you're stroking his
Are you an
ego.
intelligent spirit? Can you make the cat ball go, or can you make that REM pod go off with how many fingers I'm holding up? Any of the REM pods. Two!
No way. I just stopped.
I just got fucking twos, dude! Sorry, that's the first time it's ever.
How are you gonna explain that, dude? It went off twice.
Yeah. What the fuck?
That's weird.
So I really do believe that they can see us, man.
Yeah. How else would it know he was holding up?
We always would say
2
like
fingers.
there's like a veil where like if you pierce it enough, like you'll be seeing the other side for where you're coming from or where you are.
Whose laser grid was that? Was that Spirit Stalkers?
That was mine.
Oh, that's yours. Have you had any like? Because that wasn't a tool that you had mentioned. You've never had anything like go in front of the lasers. No.
Never. I always just put it up just in case because I have like.
I've seen some really freaking cool stuff captured.
Yeah,
like
that's
that
what I'm saying. I've
before.
seen it, and like, I used to like to watch Destination Fear.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
I mean, I still like to
love
watch
that
him,
show.
but I still like to watch him. But I seen where I think it was at Crescent. They actually had something pass in front of their grid too.
I think I've seen that one before. And then Zach Baggins had something happen too, where he was using like this, like he was using a laser grid, but then he was using like a mist that he like put in the room or something too, so that you could see the lasers like actually go, you know.
So a
And
fog machine and lasers, and
they
then you
had,
get
like-
the cannons.
Well, no, like if something went in front of the laser grid, moved the lasers and moved the fog, like.
Dude, that's fucking weird though.
Yeah,
So like how else would the fog change direction and move at the same with the laser?
Exactly. Entity.
Yeah, that is weird. This next one is at the most recent one we did at a local bar and grill that we've done. Super crazy intelligent, and definitely makes me believe that they are capable of understanding exactly what we're saying.
Lou, are you the one that touched me?
Yeah, oh yeah, and I felt like something touched me too.
Grabbed your butt.
Step in front of that music box. You touched me. It was Lou that
Come
touched
on now.
me. Nice.
I said nice.
All right, can you, just to double verify that that's you, can you step in front of that, step away, and then step back in front of that just twice, like do-do-do, step away, do-do-do-do. You do that twice. Just make it go up twice. If
Oh yeah. Oh
it went
yeah.
off twice.
Yeah, you do do what I was talking about earlier in the stream, where you need like that double verification. You
Yeah.
need something to happen like multiple times to really.
Just to double verify, like, it could have been a malfunction, but I want to make sure that you understand what I'm asking. Like, are you here? Are you not?
Yeah, like that way you get like a baseline too, where it's like, okay, if this is gonna go off like
every 5 minutes,
then I know I probably shouldn't like
I should probably
consider
move
this. Yeah, I shouldn't consider this nothing out of the ordinary for what's happening tonight.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's at least that's how I always look at shit like that.
And then here's some
My beatbox session.
oh yeah, some EVPs from the same place. What we did is I didn't film the abandonment, but I had the voice recorder running for the abandonment.
Yeah.
To
Yeah,
see what'll happen.
we actually released a podcast episode that was just the audio from the investigation.
Oh yeah.
It was a weird one.
Some weird shit
It's
happened.
weird.
Oh yeah.
It's being fairly loud due to all the refrigerators and stuff. That recording ended up being a little over 10 minutes long. So instead of showing you guys a full 10-minute long recording, I'm just going to go through it and I'm going to show you guys bits and pieces and some sounds and what may be voices to see what your guys' opinion is on it, because I personally can't figure out what could have caused it.
Just keep in mind, no one was
This
in here at
first
the time. We were
recording
outside.
sounds almost like something is being like drugged or something by the recorder. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think in the comments.
It sounds like either something breathing into the mic or being rough.
It's
Sounds
very.
like a
I
breath.
would say it's very breathy to
This
me.
next
Right. I didn't even think about that until just now. It sounds like someone doing this, like,
Yeah,
Like
we've
if
caught
somebody's
that
like right
before.
next to it going,
We've caught breaths like that before.
especially
Yeah.
if you're a mouth breather, kind of like me.
one honestly sounds like a whisper followed by 3 strange sounds. I don't know though. To me, it almost sounds like the whisper says, "Hey," but I don't know. Tell me what you guys think.
Oh yeah.
and like whistles, like,
You know what I was trying to say? Hey, little mama, let me whisper in your ear.
that would make sense because that Lou chick that I mentioned,
Yeah.
her and her husband were slingers back in the day,
Oh fuck!
and she liked younger men. So
Oh,
not like
fuck.
pedo younger, but like she just liked him young.
Yeah, she was like, I'll rob a cradle that's over 18.
Right, exactly, pretty much. Like she'd be like 40, 50 years old trying to mess around with a 25-year-old, and I just happen to be 26.
Yeah, I can see that.
Well, this next one's nothing exciting. It's just a REM pod going off, but I decided to keep it in there because we aren't really having too much luck at this time with the REM pod going off. And keep in mind, there was nobody in the building. So, who set off the REM pod? This next one, I'm honestly
So
not
it's
really
just
sure
chirps.
about.
You said what?
It was just chirps.
Yep, it was
Like someone was like flicking it.
yeah, pretty much, yeah.
I've
And-
never heard it go off so like just like minusculely.
Right, that's what I was
usually like
thinking.
a
That's
full, like,
weird.
And it was just one.
or it
just
trickles.
Huh.
So I don't know, but yeah, that was it. Only happened once the whole time.
And you
Well,
would think if it was like a bug too, that it probably would have gone off a little longer. Like if it was something
it
crawling
would've
on
def-
it.
Yeah, it would have definitely gone off longer because we've had bugs on antennas before, and
Yeah.
they start going crazy, and you're like, "What the hell is going on here?" And you get up to it, and you find that there's like a little spider sitting on the antenna, and it's like, "How the hell is that setting off the damn REM pod?" It's a little bitty bug, but yeah, bugs even set off REM pods. But so I mean, I don't know. That could have been it, honestly, but I don't know because
I
It's
don't
just
believe
weird.
that
It's
though.
just so quick.
Yeah, like even like
Right.
I've had moths run like literally like into me and I'm standing next to it and it gets within, like the range of where it's supposed to pick it up and it doesn't because it's just not enough matter, I guess.
right. I don't know.
To me, it sounds like something says hi there, but then it's followed by like a strange sound.
This one you can hear really good with headphones. I don't know how well you can hear it without headphones, though.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
We've found that before. I hear it.
Yeah. It's definitely like very faint, but you can 100% hear like a very breathy like, hey there.
Yeah, exactly.
Fifth one is the REM pod, followed by what sounds like a whistle.
Yeah, see, I don't know.
The whistle sound is weird.
Well, this last
Literally,
one.
yeah, it
Do you
sounds like
know
a
where
real
you
whistle.
were when that EVP was taken?
Yeah,
probably
we
already said
were.
it.
Yeah, we were outside by the back entrance, and that was towards the front of the entrance. Like, okay, so you know where, like I was like, Lou, if that was you that touched us, can you let us know? And and it was showing like the windows and stuff in the background.
Yeah.
That was the front of the building, and that's right where I was standing when I asked if Lou was the one that touched me and if she could double verify by setting off twice. I set the this voice recorder on the table right there. That was right next to me.
Okay.
And then we went out the back door, so we were probably about a good 100 feet away.
Because it almost sounds like it could like almost be like a metal like a very high pitched like metal scrape too.
Oh, like
Which would make sense because some
Mm-hmm.
of the staff there said they've heard that before.
Oh
So-
yeah.
Yeah, it
See,
could be that.
See, if it is a chair moving or something, we've had something similar happen
Mm.
with the audio to where
It
depending
sounds
on
like
what
something
you're
else.
Yeah.
depending on what you're listening to the video on, depends on if you can actually hear the sound or not. Like if you watch our video from Double J Ranch when we're in the wagon room, a chair moves or something, and we all heard it with our own ears. But if you listen to it on your phone, you can't hear it. But if you watch it on your TV or
with your
something
speakers going, you
real
hear it.
speakers, you can hear it, like the like the vibration and
Yeah, you hear
everything.
the. It's almost like the low frequency isn't good enough for some speakers, which I mean would make sense.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Is the creepiest.
Oh yeah, this one here is super creepy, and you can definitely tell what it says.
Because it sounds like a man saying, "None of you have seen me." That sounds pretty creepy to me.
Oh fuck!
Oh
yeah. Well, dude, how do you explain that? Dude?
It's so long. None of you have seen me. Like that's a full.
It's very clear too. Like I don't understand it, because a lot of people say that they believe, like some skeptics are like, oh, I've debunked voice recorders. Literally, all you do is like if you're sitting here recording, you touch your fingers to it or whatever, you make a footstep and it sounds like I hate you or something like that. And it's like, okay, so you mean to tell me that I'm completely out of the building? There's no living person in this building.
Yeah, how does it?
All the doors are closed. Right, all the doors are closed. It's midnight, so all the streets are empty. And the town itself is a very small town. It's in Carlisle, Illinois. There's like 3,000 or 4,000 people in the whole town.
Oh, that's not terribly huge at all.
Right.
Definitely no Chicago.
There might be less. Do what?
It's definitely no Chicago.
Right, exactly.
Damn, that's crazy.
But yeah, so I don't know. I will say, I do got something else to show you guys.
Oh, here we go. Riley's over here hopping to conclusions. Just kidding, bro. No, you're doing a great job on the stick.
What's going on? Right. Through here. The lights.
Okay, so we are going back outside.
Yeah.
This is another abandonment, but this time with the spirit box and the camera. I was going to show you guys this to begin with, but then I forgot to even go look for it, but luckily I was able to find it pretty fast. But it's not going to seem like it makes sense because just keep in mind that Carlisle, Illinois is probably about 5.5 hours from Chicago. And that'll make sense here in a second. This isn't a very long section.
Okay.
The fuck?
I don't know what that was.
Hiya. Oh.
No, just wait. So I didn't want this place to seem demonic or anything, but I don't know about you guys, but it just sounded like it said the devil might be here.
Run that back. Oh, I do hear devil.
Okay,
I do hear devil.
It sounds like it almost sounds like the devil might be here.
Was Al Capone not considered a devilish man?
Oh, that is true. But just wait, I'll get to that in a minute. This spirit box session brought up a lot of questions, and I teamed up with some people that were family with some of the owners here.
Oh shit! Yeah.
And we dug super deep into the history of this place. And after we get done with part 2 of this video, which I haven't even filmed any of it yet, but once it's done and the history gets out and whatnot of stuff that we can prove, I literally have no idea how anybody can be a skeptic after this.
Oh,
I'll
shit.
tell you about it here in a minute.
Whoa.
Auburn,
dude, what?
Auburn is 2 hours from San Francisco, which is where Alcatraz is. And there's also something else to Auburn. Okay, so that's the end of it. Okay, this is where your guys' minds are going to be blown. Okay, so we tried going to the Historic Society, right?
Oh yeah.
All they had was records of who's owned the place. So we took those names and we ran them in Ancestry.com,
Yup.
right?
Oh,
And
so
we dug back deep. Okay, so we don't, or not, the Historic Society, no one knows what this place was, but in the early 1900s, like 1910, 1915, around the time of Al Capone's, reign and terror type stuff.
Yeah, the wild west.
Right, and the Prohibition, where there's a whole bunch of speakeasies and stuff like that. This place, this first floor here, was a drugstore, okay? And hold on. The name of the person that opened the drugstore, it was something Burger. Let me see something real quick.
Bob's Burgers.
George Burger. That is funny. Okay, so I ended up getting a message from somebody that actually did the Ancestry stuff and was digging deep in it. They messaged me and said, hey, so I found some really cool info. I was able to trace the nephew of George Burger, which is the original starter of the drugstore in like the 1890 to 1900 or whatever, back to the McCoy Hotel in Chicago. This hotel was located in Chicago's version of Skid Row and was it was literally littered with homelessness, prostitution, alcoholism back in the 20s. Al Capone's gang recruited a lot of their gangsters and prostitutes from this area, and Lee Dominic is suspected to have been one of the gangsters of Al Capone. The best part is Lee Dominic was actually raised by George. Because his own father, Henry, which is George's brother, abandoned his wife and children to move to Evansville, Indiana to essentially start over, and even thought of and ran his own saloon in Evansville called Henry J. Burger Cafe Saloon. So this place, that spirit box session led us to the questions of why was it mentioning Al Capone and all this other kind of stuff. Okay, listen, Al Capone's granddaughters, right? They ended up with most of his stuff. They auctioned his stuff off in California, and guess where?
Oh my fuck, no
Auburn.
way.
They auctioned it off in Auburn, and that's all public records.
So
how can people be
skeptical? Some people would also say that most of these spirit box sessions, that regardless, like they've gone through or they've heard, some of this information that they've been hearing come out of this isn't pertinent to them because they didn't do any prior research, nor are they going to do the research afterwards.
Right.
Look what you stumbled into after you decided, hey, let's fucking give it a go, huh? Like,
right.
I'm mind blown too, because that's so cool. The history, like just the web that just it's like taking the what is it, the pin board with all the like things in it, and start hacking everything together,
connecting them all.
I might be a psychopath.
I like what you did with all of the devices with nobody in the room and just filming.
Yeah, the abandonment stuff is
nothing,
fucking.
right?
We're gonna steal that. I'm sorry.
No, you're completely. I'm not the only one that does it. I'm honestly not the only one that does it.
Yeah. Oh god, did
Double
we?
J Ranch.
Oh, we did. Duh.
In the
I'm
bar
fucking
where we
stupid.
caught
I completely recommend it to anybody. You know what I'm saying? I mean, honestly, it's 2023. How many of us really have like legit original ideas? You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that's what we said too.
I thought I started it. I thought I started the abandonments because it originally started out on TikTok live streams when I had to take a piss or something. I'd be like, hey, I'm gonna abandon you guys here. I'm gonna set a spirit box up. So I started calling abandonments, and then I find out that like Paranormal Quest does it, and so many other people do. I found this out like last week.
You're like fucking thieves. I'm just kidding.
Right. Well, everybody's like, oh, even people that's watched my videos and know that I do abandonments. That some of these people I've collabed with is like, why do you do that? Isn't it like a waste of time? And but then they praise like Paranormal
the human
Quest.
element out of all of it.
Right. Well, no, they'll praise Paranormal Quest. They're like, oh my god, I'm so glad you guys do these. And I'm like, why? Because they have 130,000 subscribers. And
I was just to say because our channels aren't as big. Because we might have some more controversial takes on things. Who knows?
Yeah, exactly. I love Paranormal Quest and everything, but at the same time, it's kind of one of the things where it's like, they're cool and all, but they didn't invent everything.
Yeah.
I'm glad they do abandonments, but I didn't know they did abandonments after I did, started mine, because I didn't even hear about Paranormal Quest until like a couple months ago, and I've been doing, abandonments since, 3 or 4 months into this.
Yes, literally. That's how we
Right.
always did.
I'll
Like
be
we
honest.
we just roll with whatever we
A
think
lot
of at the time.
A lot of the people that we've been meeting in this community, I didn't know they had a channel or did investigating still very recently.
Right.
You know, like Chet, I didn't know who you were until you investigated with Tommy.
Right. You know, and that's
And
okay because
I've
the
learned
thing is,
so
YouTube
much.
is such a big place. Like people
Yeah.
like, oh, you know, this guy's my favorite YouTuber. It's like, no. And it's like, how do you not know him? He's got 500,000 subscribers.
Because
Like,
we're
what
a
do you
bunch
mean?
of fucking koi fish in a giant koi pond.
Right, dude. There's
Like,
7 billion people in the world, almost 8 billion people in the world. Okay,
we're all the same fish. We're just
500,000 is
different
not that
colors.
much. Right, exactly. You know, 500,000 subscribers. It is a lot, but when you look, you know, would you rather have $500,000 or would you rather have $8 billion?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just because they're big on social media don't mean nothing. Hell, I've met people that don't know who Mr. Beast is, and he already passed up PewDiePie. He's now the biggest YouTuber.
Yeah.
Right.
But still, some people don't know about him.
It's
and
all
that's
about
okay.
like what you get exposed to nowadays, like with the algorithms and shit that they have
Oh,
out there,
don't even get
man.
me started. The
Before we
algorithm.
get out, I'm like,
Do you want to
some
get
crazy
into that
social
after we
media
talk about
rant, but, like,
paranormal stuff? Because I
dude,
can go on
maybe.
some crazy shit.
I mean, I don't mind, but I mean, also, before I forget, you guys want a little sneak peek of the video coming out on Saturday?
Of course,
Yes,
we do.
Poppy.
Oh, yeah. Oh man, be prepared.
Guy, man.
Be prepared to get cold chills. The
Yes,
goosebumps.
Daddy.
The time is 7:30 p.m. We haven't started yet. In fact, we're actually about to go to the gas station to grab something to munch on for the rest of the night and to go to the bathroom because Pineline doesn't have any running water or electricity at this time. We started to hear footsteps, so we heard them and grabbed our cameras. And you're about to know why. These were the clearest, loudest footsteps that we've personally ever heard. Just listen. Before we leave, which we're about to leave in like literally 5 seconds, I just want to see something real quick. I got to pee pretty bad. Why is your infrared was like kind of like flashing a little bit? We need to get more of those. Wait, does my eyes just do it again?
I have not seen it good.
Ooh.
Yes, right.
They don't know about the whole green light red light thing. I will say it did just catch it though, but they didn't know what the green light red light thing. So I just fucking shot on the floor. Yeah. Energy has.
Trying to see exactly where they start. It never, you know, as soon as we started the cameras up, it's like the footsteps stopped. But trust me, they start back up, dude.
Hey, can you set the other side off? Can you step on this side, the same side I'm on? Can you set that side off for us? Dude.
I hear that. No, where's that coming from?
Well, I ended up going to getting my camera, and my mic is a lot better. So
Those were heavy thuds that I heard, though.
Oh yeah.
I thought
Here
I
it
heard something
goes.
that sounded like maybe like a door, even.
Dude, something's straight up walking this way, dude.
It's getting closer. Jesus Christ.
Dude.
We're gonna hear water running.
What is even going on right now?
You guys hearing them?
It's
occasionally,
faint.
it's faint, but occasionally I will catch a.
I know we're walking this one.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
It might be one of the things where headphones are easier because I edited this video with headphones, and holy cow,
I bet you headphones are probably key. But like to me, like for my ears feel like
Dude,
they're
that's
trained
straight
for it.
up
You can hear like
footsteps.
thunk, 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 thunk.
yeah. No, that's pretty much what you can hear. It sounds like someone, you know, heel to toe walking down the hallway.
Yep.
It's
Yeah,
not
like
as clear as what you caught at ISS, but it definitely is footsteps there. I don't know if you'll ever be able to match those other footsteps, man.
Oh, I don't. Yeah, I kind of agree with you on that.
Those
I
were
don't think
just
so
like
either.
insane.
Oh yeah.
what's weird to me though is like this is it's clearly lit up. You can clearly see everything.
Right.
It sounds like they're on the linoleum that you guys are standing on as well.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's
And
not
we weren't
like,
moving
are the
around.
rooms carpeted?
Yeah, I think so.
So that'd make a completely different sound. So it's like you would have to see what the fuck
Right.
is coming.
Right in front of you.
Shadow.
I'm trying to see. There's another spot in here.
And he would
right here. This is where
go outside and walk around and pick up soda cans. And they had a place, like a little shed out back that they let him put his cans in. He basically collected aluminum cans, and once he got enough of them, hey.
that was so scary. I was by myself in the facility at this time. The two
really?
people I was with was outside.
Sketchy. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
It sounded like almost like a voice.
Dude, what the?
Mind you, this was taken on a TikTok live stream. So I'm not even using my camera with this. This is just my phone.
You guys hear that?
Oh, I hear voices.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't remember if I heard him or not, but I do know that I was the only one in the whole building. Everyone else was outside.
Gosh.
And like, granted, like the walls are concrete, it looks like, but like they're like that like stucco like
hey, you guys
shit
hear
that
that
like
noise?
kills noise.
Right.
Some don't.
Yeah, I didn't even know I was inside by myself. I thought they were still back there a little bit.
You're like, bro, back me up.
Right. No, it gets a little bit crazy.
Hey, can you knock back like this? Can you do that? Standing in the doorway?
Yeah, I was just responding to a comment. Someone said it looked like there was somebody standing in the doorway.
Why did I choose to be a ghost hunter? Because now I need to make sure that's not an animal, but jeez, it feels so weird.
Yeah, the vibe just got like super off, dude.
You know as soon as the energy changes
You
how
can
you're like,
feel that
what is
shit.
happening?
And I just heard it back there too.
Right here is sketchy.
Oh,
Fuck that.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, dude, but it in my mind at that moment it sounded like somebody threw something.
Is this where you realize that you're alone?
Yeah, that's when I realized that I was alone. I was like, you motherfuckers, dude.
Fuck that, dude.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Honestly, that's kind of embarrassing if I'm being honest. Because, I mean, as a paranormal investigator, we go there to witness paranormal activity and then run from it when it actually happens, right? Random YouTube commenter troll. But honestly, though, jokes aside, it's a lot different when you're actually dealing with it in person and not like, I'm not throwing shade at you guys, I'm not watching it on the screen. This stuff is, it's real. We don't fake nothing. So when stuff like that happens, it genuinely
It's a real
spooks
raw
us.
reaction.
I mean,
Yeah,
in real
exactly.
life, that sound was a lot louder than what you just heard. I mean, now looking back at it, I really don't think something was thrown at me, but I still don't know what that sound was. So if you want to, go ahead and leave a comment down below what you guys think it is. Because, I mean, honestly, it kind of sounds like a door slam, but I don't know because we went through and none of the doors were shut. So, I mean, I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, that abandonment was garbage. We got like 2 or 3 things.
Damn, that's fucking wild.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, dude. Like, I don't know because I don't get really like.
It sounded even loud enough to me though that like something like audibly like forcefully something happened. It's hard to say what, but
dude, it sounded like the freaking roof caved in.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it was loud.
So what was this place prior to that?
It started off as it started off as a hotel.
Okay.
And then it turned into like an old folks home, and it also housed people from 18 years old and older, people with that were clinically depressed, like major depressed. That they so depressed they couldn't take care of themselves. Pretty much, they needed constant looking over.
I don't know what that sound would have been then. I was trying to associate it with like like say like a nurse like pushing a tray around and running into a wall or something.
I mean, that could have been something.
Which
it's
possible.
Stuff, yeah.
But it's like I don't know, like because that sound was just it's very distinct for what it is.
Right.
And like you did exactly probably what either one of us probably would have done too, which is like run away and then go, fuck, I gotta go back. Fuck, I gotta
No,
go
that's
back.
exactly what I did too. I ended up going back in there by myself again just to see, but I had to go outside and collect myself for a minute.
Yeah, that's what I always say. It's like I need a fucking breath.
I've had that moment before too. Like sometimes it isn't just like something like a noise that spooks you or something, but like
it's the whole
like
atmosphere.
The feeling you get around you is like so it's like draping over you almost.
Right.
And you're like, okay,
When you get covered in a wet
get
blanket of
free.
sketch.
Yeah, exactly.
You feel like
I
you're
always
just
say I
getting
wish you
wound
could
up.
make like you could put feelings into videos and let people feel what you're because these videos would be so much more scary. And honestly, I feel like that would also help. Which I mean, obviously, I know you literally there's no way possible ever that you could put feelings in videos, but it would literally help knowing who's legit and who's not legit. Because the thing is, I can walk in there and be like, "Oh, I seen something. I just didn't get on camera." Then run out, and everybody's
You
like,
can
"Oh my
feel
God,
that shit
crazy."
coming off of them. It's like a lie detector where it's like you can obviously tell through that fucking like somebody's mannerisms and or electrical signals.
Yeah, exactly.
Who the fuck is lying?
Like body language and shit like that.
Mm-hmm. It always fucking bugs me though. Like we always hit on this, but it's like I cannot believe people really want to fake this stuff when it really happens.
Yeah, it's like you're already going to haunted places anyway.
It literally is going to happen if you go to the right place at the right time. Granted, everywhere you go isn't gonna fucking have something crazy happen.
Right, and I think that's what sometimes like all of the YouTube channels that are like really big, it's like their success rate's so high, and it's like you're kind of putting like a bad impression on a lot of these places.
Yeah.
If someone pays money, goes there, and has nothing happen, and they were expecting like this craziest night ever experienced.
Yeah, that was me with the Sally House.
Yep.
Right, it's like it might defeat someone.
Well, it's like how you said,
like,
we only caught like 3 things. Yeah, like it's still enjoyable to go out and do it.
Oh yeah.
But at the same time, you're like, well, I was really hoping more was gonna happen. But who the fuck controls that shit? I don't.
You can't. You just never know. Like it's either you just do it multiple times and then.
And I mean, if you're controlling the dead, like yo, you are the best necromancer I have ever seen.
Yeah.
Fucking shout out to you. I need to know the secret.
Yeah.
You rolling D20s and just nat 20.
Yeah. No, I've actually had people I know personally reach out and be like, "Hey man, that," or I'll be like, "Hey, how'd you like the video?" And they're like, "Oh, honestly, it's kind of boring this week and or boring this time." And it's like, well, sorry, I don't make nothing. Like, they're not all gonna be absolutely insane. I'm not gonna sit there and tell everybody like, "Oh, this was our crazy experience yet." When it's like, dude,
I mean,
I'm gonna save that for when it's actually crazy.
We've been like juggling the idea of like, do we produce the content where it's the lengthy stuff, like 45-minute documentary style videos of the stuff we catch, and then clip out all the bullshit, small shit, or do we leave it in one giant fucking piece and then just let everybody take it for what it is, and then hopefully everybody watches it?
We've kind of went into the middle of
Yeah, and that's the thing is like where people lie is so hard to say, because like I do like the entertainment aspect of it, but then you have the critics that are gonna say, well, then now you're not doing it right. Well, if I literally took a video that we went to a location where we caught 3 things, it could realistically be 5 minutes long and that's it.
Yeah.
And is that what the viewers want? I don't know. Like, and unfortunately, like I don't know about your viewers, but like not enough people like comment and tell us what they want. So we just kind of wing it.
Yeah.
We just kind of go with like what we think fits us the best.
We've
what
had,
gives
like,
the best image of
fucking
like
what?
what we want.
We've had almost what
to be great.
10, 15 series, like different series that we've started, and they're just ongoing and concurrent still. So it's like fuck.
Oh yeah. No, I've actually done polls on like YouTube and stuff like that where I was like, would you guys want like 15 to 25-minute long videos, 30 to 40-minute long videos, 40 minutes to an hour long videos or whatever. And a lot of people say they want longer videos, but, the YouTube analytics just aren't proving that.
I know, dude. That's what we say. We're like, are you guys ingesting it all at once? Or do you guys pause it, walk away for 3 days?
My retention rate says that no, you want shorter videos, like 1 second.
Yeah, exactly. Like, the most recent one I was showing you guys about the Lou thing and the house phone thing. It ended up it's at a little over 1,200 views now because it's a local thing. I grabbed a lot of attention from the locals from it. And
you should honestly, like, not to cut you off, but you should 100% get in touch with the local news and see if they'll run like a little like segment on it.
Maybe.
Because I've heard it happens here in our city where like local paranormal groups will get featured on their news stuff.
You're right.
I will give you a big shout out though, man. I'm looking at your stats right now. 42,000 views all time in a year. That's what. Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Well, suck my dick from the back.
That's tight, bro.
I don't know, man. I honestly feel like I just got lucky with it though, because I know people. I'm weird, man.
You can easily see the effort though that you've put in to make the quality that it is,
yeah.
and you're not bullshitting anybody. Like you have legitimately like solidified yourself as like a good content creator.
Right. It's starting to come around more, and honestly, a lot of the time, I'll be like, man, this stuff really ain't working out too much. The views are garbage, this and that, and I'll have to remind myself that I haven't even been doing this a year yet.
Like if we even talked to you right now about where we started, you would laugh and be like, Jesus fucking God.
Yeah, man, we started in 2019 doing this podcast, and like
we're just now starting to pull numbers in where it's like this is respectful. Like the first year and a half, I think we had maybe under 100
it took
plays.
it took us a year to get 1,000 listens, and like we're doing about 5,000 downloads a year now on our podcast, so it isn't like anything
like growth
crazy.
is a real thing, but it's the effort has to be put in for sure.
But we also noticed that like if you disappear without telling them why you're gone and don't say anything,
shit falls right off.
You lose a lot of your recurring viewers, man. You really do.
And when you have a child, shit gets hard.
Yeah, like we took like 6 months
3 of them.
Yeah,
exactly. We
exactly.
weren't sure like how we were gonna manage the podcast and him having an infant,
and it was my first baby, so it was like everything changed. And
the first one's always the hardest.
We had to figure out the exact way that we wanted to like manage our time and figure out what days worked best for each of us, so it's like that's the other management time is like people don't realize how much time really goes into managing a YouTube channel and everything that goes on behind the scenes.
Trust me,
the actual content creation, then you have editing, then you have
filmmaking,
the filmmaking aspect of it.
The filming and editing is 2 different jobs by itself.
We do the lazy way and do it on our phone.
Watching if you're doing paranormal stuff, you have to watch all of that evidence. Who knows how many times before you even get to edit it?
See, I love and I hate it. Like I don't like watching evidence back because it literally is so fucking time consuming. An ADHD brain.
Yeah. Honestly, what I do with the ADHD stuff is it may be easier for you. I don't know. Which one do you guys normally edit together, or is one of you guys more
separate? We'll kind of like tackle it like he'll do some, I'll do some, or like one of us will just be like, I'm just gonna do this video.
Gotcha. I know for me personally, what I do is I do footage review while I'm editing, like cutting through it. What I'll do is I'll go through, and if it's a super long, boring section, I'll still go through that. But instead of going over it twice, I'll just go over it, and if nothing happens, I'll cut this part out and just get rid of it and just keep on going.
Yep, that's kind of like what we do. So like, say, because he'll record on his phone and I'll record on my phone, and obviously that's a lot of footage, even just 2 phones.
Yeah.
Especially if you're doing a 3-4 hour investigation,
Fuck yeah.
Sometimes longer.
The amount of files that have to get moved around is insane.
He'll go through, watch the videos that he has on his phone, and then we'll upload the clips that we like to our drive, and then we'll pick the videos out of there, and then kind of like.
Or you try to get that mental snapshot where it's like, all right, when we first walked into this building, and then go through the camera roll and be like, that looks like the door, and I haven't seen any pictures of the door before yet. So
yeah,
I'll do that sometimes too, because other times it's just like there's B-roll, like there's bullshit. There's
yeah.
it is like literally like us walking and doing nothing in a building and then like parting around. It's
Yeah,
like,
and
oh man.
the hard part is deciding what you think will be entertaining for people. Like sometimes you want to cut out something because it's like you're joking around and it was stupid, and then at the other
Like when
time, you're
Alex tried to tell me that there was no World War II in Africa, and I was like, "You're fucking stupid."
it's literally the World War. Like sometimes it's like, okay, you have to keep that in because it's just like
It's so stupid,
no
but
one
it's so
ever ends
funny.
up watching that part. It's okay, but when people do, they're gonna laugh. And it's gonna be great.
Oh yeah.
And then if I was wrong, man, do I have egg on my face?
Oh yeah.
God, that's fucking awesome. So let's jump out of paranormal for a sec. And
Yeah, what's up?
do you believe in cryptids like Bigfoot, Mothman, like all that bullshit?
I'm
I'm
actually,
chilling, bro.
No, yeah, to an extent. I actually, it's ironic you say this.
Oh, here we go. Hell yeah.
I don't know what I seen, but back in like 2012, 2013, I seen what looked like a man with wings jumping, or not jumping, but flying over like maybe 100, 200 feet in the air, flying over top of me at like 10, 11 o'clock at night. Like, you know how when you're in like a city or whatever, the sky when it's cloudy is almost like a brownish color because
yeah, it's got that weird overcast color.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. So I seen like a dark figure. It had wings and everything, like and legs and everything gliding through. And I don't really mention too much because I'm sure you guys understand this. Like, it sounds crazy to think like a man with wings. But then I ended up finding out a couple years later about like Mothman and stuff like that. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
Mothman's, that's BS, freaking Mothman. But then I got to looking at like pictures of him, like, holy crap, is that what I see?
Yeah, like the renditions of what they think he looks like.
Yeah, exactly. Like I didn't see no red eyes or anything. I'm not gonna say that, but it looked like a man with wings. And I've told a couple people about it. Like, oh my god, you seen a fallen angel or a demon or this or that? It's black with wings, a man with wings. I'm like, I don't know what I seen. I'm not gonna say it's a demon. I'm gonna say it's an angel. The thing is, with how high up it was and with it being nighttime, it don't matter if it was white, purple, black, none of that. It's still gonna look black regardless because there's no light really.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's no contrast because there's no light reflecting off of it.
So I don't know what color it was. It all looked like literally like if I'm like this with wings and you paint me black, that's what it looked like.
That's
like
so fucking weird. And I don't
black.
think it would have been a bird because like I don't think there's many
it was way too big. Unless it was a pterodactyl. Yeah, unless it was a pterodactyl.
like I don't know, like down in Illinois, if you got like the vampire bats that are the size of fucking like half
no, we don't have those.
Like
no,
fuck,
it was
that's
flying
crazy.
towards like Indiana, if that makes sense. I'm about 2 hours from the Indiana border, but it was flying that way, which is west.
See, that's weird. Like that, and that
Honestly,
makes me wonder too. Is that an undiscovered species of some type of fucking intelligent being?
I legit, because it was in the summertime, I didn't go outside for a week because I literally, at this time, I'm
How
like
old were you?
A freshman in high school.
No way. So you were definitely old enough to like
understand.
Know what the fuck
yeah,
you like.
And I thought that I seen fucking Jeepers Creepers, dude. That's what it looked like. And so I didn't go outside for like a week. Like I was scared to go out there. So I'm like, I don't know what it is. Like I don't want to be taken off with something. And it was scary nonetheless, dude.
I think I was like 15 when I had my first paranormal experience, and it shook me so hard that I was the same way. That I was like, I can't leave my bedroom past 11 p.m.
Yeah.
Like fuck, dude.
Right.
I'm sketched.
It's all weird how that stuff works, but I can say I've never seen anything like Bigfoot. I don't think I've seen anything that's
well, the thing is too that you went into it not like you weren't like, I want to see this, I need to see Mothman or something like it. Like it just happened.
I didn't even know about it.
Yeah, like that's what I mean. Like it literally just happened.
I think I seen something about it. Right. I think I seen something about it a couple years later on like a Ghost Adventures thing, like where they were doing something.
Yeah, like Destination Truth or like one of those.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. It was something like that on Discovery Channel. And they were talking about Mothman. And I was like, oh my God.
You're like, no fucking way.
I'm like, wait a minute. This
Hold
is scary. And then I was like, if I had known it was Mothman and not Jeepers Creepers, I'd have went outside.
Right? Like, hey, yo, like, let me get a picture.
Right. But no, it was on, like I said, it was like 100, 200 feet in the air. Like, honestly, if there was a plane going by, like a normal private plane, not one of them big ass jets, but like
Yeah,
a
it was
normal
like a
plane,
747.
right? If it was a normal plane, they would have probably have collided, but it wasn't like super
Damn.
high where a passenger jet going from California to New York would have collided with it. It wasn't that high,
Right.
but
It's still
it was,
that's fucking wild.
right. It was messed up, dude.
What's your
And
take on aliens?
aliens, I to put it politely and nicely, I kind of feel like you don't have a brain if you don't think aliens exist.
Yes. Winner, winner.
Look, he's over here like, I don't think aliens exist. I don't understand. The thing is, the universe itself is, infinite and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Just because we haven't found them yet, well, that we know of, we really don't know if we found them because the government likes to keep shit from us.
Yes,
But,
that's very true.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is, though, with how big, even our galaxy alone, we've never even made it out of our solar system yet, let alone into the galaxy. So how do we not know the next solar system over don't have something?
If the galaxy is ever expanding, you take the normal human lifespan and approximately how far we are able with our technology to travel, we will never make it to the edge of the galaxy, nor probably our solar system, because we will not outlive the time it takes to get there. And you want to tell me that in that vastness, and I mean, we're in one solar system that is a blip in a fucking hodgepodge of a melting pot that is like more galaxies than we can probably even fucking count that we can see.
For all we know, there could be exact clones of this galaxy somewhere else.
Oh yeah.
Like we can literally like the funny part is we can see farther than we can make it physically. And people still want to disprove the fact that there's most likely life on other planets out there that we legitimately probably cannot see still.
And we would never even be able to send something there because, like you said, no one would be alive to man it.
Unless we can figure out how to slip space and like wormhole bullshit. Yeah, like there's no way. Or if you can legitimately find the energy source that replenishes itself, which I think that they found something, but they can't like put it to like practical use yet.
Yeah.
Which it's all like relative theory, but it's fucking wild.
If aliens are super intelligent, of course they're gonna have some type of energy source that can.
I heard some funny shit today. I'll drop for you boys. So there's been cows that have been getting found a lot recently. I don't know exactly where, but they've been mutilated. So they've had like clean surgical cutout tongues, like genitalia is like cored out and missing. And the theory that's been going around, it's funny though, is that what if the aliens are really stupid as fuck actually, and they think that like cows and other species are like the intelligent race? And like that's the race that they need to be like looking into. So they're abducting and mutilating cows, trying to learn more about them, thinking that they're
if you think about it, you never really know. Actually,
humans, bro.
Kinda, but it's also like really, really happening in real life.
Pretty sure that's what aliens are like and destroy all humans, bro.
I think you're right.
They're obsessed with cows. They can care less about humans. They just want the cows.
Not unless they're just trying to figure out everything.
Which very much so could be, because if you look at Valiant Thor, that crazy story where an alien visited Earth and spoke with the leaders of the U.S. or maybe it was like the United Nations. I don't remember which one it was. I think it was Roosevelt. I don't know how else like it went around, but like the thing was that they specifically said that Valiant Thor was going to like not kill all of the species on Earth.
They wanted to take a sample size.
But they wanted to experiment on a part of the population, so they worked a deal out where
he said this on Monday too.
Yeah, which it's such an interesting concept where he's like, "Yo, I have a job to do. It's work a deal out where we get to abduct a certain number of people, and then everything's all hunky dory," which ends up in the numbers of missing people reports is a spike right when this is said to have happened. And this is like public news, and like it's not like they didn't hide it or anything. So it makes you wonder. And then they said that once he was done, he just vaporized. But Valiant Thor was said to look like a human, just like us. So, you know what I mean? Like, it really, really, really makes you wonder, are aliens really what people think they look like? Are they already among us? And this really is happening like that? Like, I don't know.
Or do they just look like humans and you'd never be able to tell a difference with a quick glance?
Yeah, I don't know. I literally just don't know.
I feel like there's different ones, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of argument and like a very valid argument to be made that there's like warring species of aliens that one's hostile, one's not, one's like inquisitive type or like pacifist type.
Yeah, like
you know,
the
like
Greys.
there's a lot.
I don't think the Greys are like considered like super intelligent. They're just really peaceful and like
you got like the Anunnaki, like they're like the god type beings that are leading like civilization and helping. Then you have these other reptiles that they say that are like harmful, and they're like lizard snakes that are like infiltrating our government and like trying to become like trying to become the shadow government that fucks everything up. Like it's wild to me.
Isn't too far off right now if you think about it.
No, everything is fucking shitty. It drives me up a wall that people don't see it for what it really should be. Which I guess like you could make the argument that, well, why wouldn't we have met them yet or seen this yet, yada yada yada. But
no offense to anyone too, though, but like
we probably have.
A lot of people deny it because the Bibles and religious.
I was just about to say, it's like this paranormal stuff. The only people that I know that are ever like assholes when they find out I'm a ghost hunter is straight up like skeptic Christians.
Yeah.
And it's not even like other religions. It's mainly Christians. And I'm not saying anything bad about Christians. I got a lot
No. I was raised in a Christian home, and like I believe a lot of the stuff that they teach. But I also have like twist on it.
But I've so much stuff has happened to where I've kind of like abandoned man-made religion, if that makes sense. I feel
believe
like
what you think is right. That's all that needs to happen.
Right. Yeah. Like
we're about to have a kid incoming. The old lady and the kids just got back.
Here we go.
Yeah. he'll probably want to come up here and show you guys Freddy and stuff like that. Freddy Fazbear.
Yeah. It's funny because if my daughter was here, she probably would have walked up here and been like, "What goes bump in the night?"
Oh yeah.
The other day, when we got this new mix board, I was playing with it, and she decided that she wanted to come sit on my lap and record messages for everybody.
Oh yeah.
And she was like, "I'm gonna do one for Grammy, for Mom," and then she did one for me, and she's like, "My dad plays hockey. He's the best. I really love him." And I was like, "Oh my gosh!" I was like, "Children are just the most pure," but then also, they will like scare you half to death with "I saw a man in the closet."
Yeah. Or an invisible man that was hired by Mr. Beast. I'll tell you guys that for a minute. I'm gonna go turn the light on for them real quick.
You're good. Oh, that's awesome. An invisible man hired by Mr. Beast. That's so funny.
All right. But no, pretty much, there's a lot of weird stuff that happens in my house. I'm pretty sure I made friends with one of them. The shadow guy that we always see. But before I made friends with him, he seemed to be a little bit of a jerk at times. And one time, my he was 3 at the time. He just recently turned 4. He was coming in here towards me from his room, and he actually he was like, "What's up, kid?" Something like tripped him, and he fell, and he started like screaming and running at me. And I was like, "What happened?" And he was saying that how something pushed him and whatnot, and he was scared for a while. And then after a while, he said that what it was is Mr. Beast hired an invisible person to come and prank him. Do you remember that? He said, "Yeah."
Oh my goodness.
Now every time that something like that happens, he always says, "Oh, I think it's Mr. Beast's invisible man." I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what it was.
That's exactly what it was too.
Yep.
Right. But I got one of the ghosts in my house to play Marco Polo with me.
I love it when you get a spirit that will like interact with you, but like in a friendly way like that. Because we've played hide and go seek, we've played hot and cold.
Yeah.
It's not actually real.
Yeah, I know it's not an actual real lizard.
But
I got a lizard, but it's not an actual real lizard.
But the lizard's name is what?
Hey, what's the lizard's name?
His name is. I named him Sinky Pink.
Sinky Prinky?
Yeah.
Dude, I love it.
Oh. Yeah, I got this.
I'm gonna call him SP for short.
I got money in here.
You got money in there?
It's right here.
You are rich.
Oh man.
Well, I got some money here.
Yes.
I got some money.
Hey, you could be like my daughter and be sitting there and go, "Hey, Dad, are we poor?"
Hey, are we poor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I told my daughter too. How old are you, bud?
Hey, how old are you?
4.
4.
You're so grown.
Hey, you're gonna drop that stuff everywhere, dude. Don't get it out everywhere. You're gonna go put it on the table?
Yeah.
There you go. But yeah.
But yeah, I think that's a good point to wrap it up for tonight. Again, thank you for coming out and showing us all that amazing evidence. That was incredible, bro. Honestly, I'll have to watch a lot more of your videos. I'm sure you have even crazier shit. That
I'll say,
didn't make the
Mr.
cut.
Like Full Throttle. I got 11 months under my belt, and I got about 100 locations as well.
Oh yeah.
I cannot wait to see what else comes out in the time being.
Yeah, looks like you got video premiering on Friday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. Make sure you check that out, people.
A cool thing to do that I've just recently, because I used to try to like not tell people to go check out the older videos, because it's one of those things where if you look at like one of the first 2 or 3 videos that we've done, and you look at the last 2 or 3 videos that we've done, it looks
The
like they were
content's not the same.
Right. It looks like it was filmed and edited by 2 completely different people.
Yep.
Which is what I like about having ADHD. You hyperfixate on something, and like I've become a completely different editor. Like I had no editing experience, never even picked up a camera before.
Yep.
Until we started the channel, and but now I'm thinking about it as like hey, it'd be kind of a fun way to see how far we've came. Go look at some of the very first videos, and then look at them now, and you can just it's almost like motivation. You know what I'm saying? Like you can literally see a big difference, and as long as you put your mind to something, you can really do it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean I can see it in your thumbnail game, man. It is improved since your first videos.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
thumbnails are hard anyway, man. Even
you
now,
ain't wrong.
No,
you
you
gotta
are trying to come up
wrong.
with like, for me, like our thumbnails, like I've tried to keep everything looking the same, because I feel like it just like
I thought you've done a
it's
pretty good job.
recognizable. You know what I mean? Like what it is every time.
Whose it is. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But again, thank you. If you need any of his links or anything, I put up all down in the description down there.
Slam dunk.
Appreciate it.
If you haven't yet, smash that like button, hit the subs, and
Tell your friends, tell your grandmas,
tell
tell your
everybody.
grandpas.
And remember, folks, to keep your ears and eyes open for what really goes
Bump in the night.
Bum, bum, bum.
Doodle-doo.